CBS, your place to watch, match, and win with the CBS Kmart Get Ready giveaway. Look for details here at Kmart. It's the CBS Kmart Get Ready giveaway, and get ready for Snoops. He's a college professor, she's a diplomatic liaison, and they're having the time of their lives, while others are losing theirs. Get ready for Tim Reed and Daphne Maxwell Reed, the most stylish twosome ever to solve a crime. Get ready for Snoops, Friday on CBS. And now, you have a second chance at winning any unclaimed grand prizes by entering the CBS Kmart Get Ready giveaway Second Chance Sweepstakes. Look for details here at Kmart.
Hi, Ralph here.
All right, I'm going Mike's live. Mike's are live. Streams live.
God damn. Hello. Yeah, I can't.
You can't hear you?
I can hear you great. I can't hear me at all.
You can't. Well, I had you turned down because you were Russ last night.
Oh, was I?
Check.
Yeah. All right, that's better.
All right.
They got the juice. Yeah.
Oh, Lord. We had a large Twitch crowd show up at the end of Ignorance of the Law last night.
Yeah.
A bunch of people you'd never seen before.
When they come to crash the thing?
No, they were having fun. We were talking about wobbly H's and dirty Eiffel tires and
Dirty Eiffel Towers.
and they were into it. So
Wobbly H?
yeah, the wobbly H.
Oh.
They were into
It was
it.
way back.
And then I shared my what makes it gay in porn equation.
What's that?
For every penis that is in a room with a vagina, you negative those out. So a vagina counts as out a penis. So if there's 6 people in the scene, but there are 3 dudes and 3 women, it's a neutral. It's not heterosexual or homosexual.
That's pretty gay. I would
That's
say
a
there has to
fucking-
be at least one more woman.
That's
But
a
for-
math equation, though.
Yeah,
Like,
it
if the
is.
dude's
You do the math.
If the dude's dick's touched, then it's gay.
Well, yeah. It's the rule I'm just talking about in general.
Oh, there's 2 women sitting in a corner and 2 guys were fucking themselves.
So
Cancel each other out.
if she's naked, she has to be naked. But here's the thing: is you're allowed up to a positive 2 penis ratio until it
Okay.
becomes. After that,
It's just too many dicks. There.
after that, you're watching gay porn.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'll stick with my original formula.
However, if
If a
there's
man-
a vagina ratio to penis ratio, you're allowed to have actual gay contact in the video without it being gay.
I don't know about
Nope.
that, sir.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
I think your math is a little fucked up.
I've got it all drawn out. It's on a whiteboard in the house. I'll bring it in and show it
It's
to you.
like,
It's a proof of fucking theorem.
I'm pretty sure it's just more vaginas than penises. That's
no, it's just the Pepe
Nothing else.
Sylvia dude with fucking. This is gay porn instead of
Because
Pepe
2 and
Sylvia.
2
It's
feels
fucking-
gay to me. Like, I've never
Gay.
done. Nah.
God damn.
All right, we ready to start a show?
Yeah, it's fucking funny. God
Instead
damn.
of lines connecting them, it's penises.
Yeah.
I had to go to one of those
Shit.
bachelorette party stores to get all the gummy penises.
Fuck.
Oh, shit. All right. Open.
This is an explicit podcast containing filthy language and adult themes like dick and shit jokes. If you're easily offended or have a stick up your ass, this probably is not for you. Guidance is suggested for sensitive types, and occasionally some lights may flash, so if you're prone to seizures and all that, you might want to skip this. And lastly, we don't speak for anyone or any entity. We only speak for ourselves, of course. What follows is opinion based on our individual experiences in the industry. So take that. Ah, God damn it, I fucked it up at the end. Broadcasting live from the Big House is the best and only delivery podcast you need, I think. This is out for delivery.
Yes.
Good morning. I'm Colonel Brian. I'm up to 171.6 pounds, and we got Show 200 coming on the horizon.
You're not like an MMA fighter. Like, you don't need to
I could
announce your fucking
actually
weight
see
every week.
Bulges in his skin now.
Those are tumors. That's a fucking tumor.
That makes sense.
34 waist, boys.
34 waist.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
I think we got you beat, Brad.
I know you do, but I'm just saying, I'm not bragging. I'm just saying I'm fucking filling out finally.
He's a 34 waist when he's trying to steal chickens from Walmart.
Yeah, I got a fucking ham down the fucking back of my jacket. And I gotta have a 34 to get that chicken. Not this fucking can, not the other chicken, the big chicken.
Canned chicken?
Not the beer can, just the hen.
You ever
I'm
seen
thinking
chicken
of
in
the
a
hen.
can?
Are you talking about a
That's
rotisserie
fine.
chicken? What the
Fuck
fuck
that.
are you
Yeah.
doing here?
Yeah,
You going to the mountains to get you a rotisserie chicken for dinner?
yeah, that's where I'm going. The fucking Jim Melton's chicken shop. The fuck? Jazz, good morning, Jazz. She's typing away. She's solving her mic's not on. But she's solving a technical issue.
Oh,
Hang on, she's not on. I'm sorry. I
I
had a
was
different
apparently
mic set
muted.
up for last night.
Yeah,
I
she's
was chatting with Taco Bell Sarah there.
That's
Said
right.
200 pounds for the 200th show? Question mark.
That's a good question, but let's try not to do that.
that's a lot of work, Brian.
I was
That's a
saying
lot
I
of weight
wasn't
in a
sure if
short
you
You're
could
minute.
gonna
pull
have
it
to be
off.
drinking your protein.
Yeah, not doing that.
He drinks 5 Ensure shakes a day.
I used to. Used to drink two or three a day. The 300 calorie things. I drank 3 of those a day for 4 months. Something like that.
I'm proud of you, buddy.
Really?
Yeah. Like just to maintain. Just to
You're
maintain
still
the weight.
alive?
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Eating honey buns and all that other shit. Let's take it in. Hours a
Just
day, man.
those?
Yeah. I mean,
I
I
was
think that's
eating
what
too.
they
I mean,
exist. They're
I would
meal
eat-
replacement shakes.
Yeah. I was eating. Wouldn't eat a lot, but I was eating.
Corn nuts and honey buns.
I mean, you gotta remember, he used to walk like 10
miles.
miles a day.
No. Mayor Bruce, good morning. sir.
Oh, we ran out of
Good
fucking intro music.
After last
God
Introduce him
bless.
quick.
Hello.
Right, intro's over.
Hello.
Monarch of the Kingdom of the Dead.
What?
Monarch to the Kingdom of the Dead.
The fuck's that mean?
Last Jason. I don't know.
Doesn't even make sense.
They were words that he just decided to say in a sentence.
I mean, that's cool
It
words.
sounds like something he
like a
pulled
cool
off of
title.
a fucking anime last night.
Anime. Fucking.
I was watching a bunch of anime last
I
night.
don't even know how to spell it. I don't know anything about it, so I don't deal with it necessarily. I don't like it.
Who
I mean,
likes
look,
anime?
Jason
I don't
Bryant's
know- I don't
fallen
know anything about
far,
it.
but he's not to anime yet.
No, I'm not to that yet. Not even
He's
close.
still at boat. Boat's like up here.
A lot of
Off-
stuff in his
off-season
life's
mode.
been reversed over the past year.
Sure is.
So, like, old Brian would definitely hate anime.
I still do. I
New
hate
Brian might like anime.
it. I hate it. I'll
I
always
think
hate
it's a
it.
secret passion of his.
It's not out of the realm of
Have you
possibility.
ever watched one, Brian?
No,
So how do you know you hate
because I don't like the way it's spelled. I don't like
It's
where it comes
Japanese.
from. Like, it doesn't make any sense how it's spelled.
I can't
don't
spell
like-
that word, but I don't like the spelling of it.
I don't like where it comes from. I'll say
You don't
that.
like you
So
don't like
hate
Japan?
Japan.
They're sneaky people.
Oh.
You know,
What?
sneaky
That's
people.
racist.
I am suddenly understanding a lot about Brian.
It's not a racist. They're a nationality, Jason.
What you guys are missing is that he got the boat so he could secretly watch anime on the boat with no one around. That was the real reason for the
I don't-
boat to
I don't
cover
have
up
any
the
I feel like
anime.
he only
So-
watches anime porn. What's that called? What's the
What is
anime
that?
porn
That's a
called?
porn?
I don't know. Ask
Oh, it's a whole
Avery.
subcategory of porn.
What, like drawings and shit?
Yeah.
Cartoons fucking each
That's the
other?
thing, yeah.
Why?
Come on, you know you were a huge fan of heavy metal in the 80s.
No, I hated that.
You're a liar.
I've always
You're
hated
a
that.
fucking liar. You
He
jerked
might-
off
he
to
might
heavy
have
metal at
been
least
too
20
old
times.
for it.
No, he wasn't, because
I
I
was too old
wasn't.
for it. That sucked. That fucking. I never watched it. I was like, what's
Bullshit.
this? Like 5 minutes. This
You know
guy
who
down
else
the street was all into
hated
it.
the Japanese is the old custodian at your station.
That's true. He
Could be
hates
a
all
product
Asians.
of my environment.
And black
And
people.
Brian
And Mexicans.
and him used to be mortal enemies, and now that Brian's done the Bizarro swap,
Mhm.
maybe they're BFFs. Maybe they go out to
No.
the
It's a good
to the
point.
hole in the wall
No, he did give me a floor
in the
scrubber,
shack.
which was weird. But other than that, no, we
Saturday
have not
nights and-
communicated.
He gave you a floor scrubber?
He gave me the floor scrubber. Yeah,
Doesn't he have like 20?
he had 3. You were supposed to have 1.
I think he's got
Are
another
those
one.
like a personal thing that y'all bring from home?
No, it's something that
Aren't-
they buy.
Aren't they supposed to supply them?
There's
they're
like
supposed
3
to,
at
yeah.
my station. You can't fucking walk around my station without tripping over
They
a goddamn
rebuilt-
floor scrubber.
He has one that's broke down. They rebuilt one that he wanted to keep, so he kept that one. And he had this other one. It's just brand new, just sitting there. I said, "You using that?" Nope. Are you gonna use it? No. It's only $7,000. Can we have it? We don't have one.
Okay,
So,
why?
yeah, y'all can have it. Just come get it. So
I
we
lo-
went to the vehicle service and got a truck and drove it over there and picked it up.
That is what bonded the bridge,
Mm-hmm.
It's the
and
start
now
of a
Brian is
beautiful
so
friendship.
appreciative.
It was a weird
for
day.
it. They're good
It's
friends.
it's a
You- and it probably felt weird as shit.
it's
No,
a
I had
secret
to-
society called Brotherhood of the Plunger. It's
I
like
had,
their
I had
emblem
Kevin
is
do it.
like crossed plungers.
Yeah.
With like a stinky turd under it with the fucking stink lines coming
Like
off of
gas
it.
And like
mask.
one fly.
Like a gas mask in there and some flies.
some heat coming off of it.
They've got a secret grip, but you can only do it wearing yellow gloves.
Well, you take a plunger and they take a plunger and you stick them together and then
No.
you go back and forth 3 times, then you pull them apart.
It's a plunger and a
So
toilet
how do you know
brush.
this secret?
Then you
I was
go-
gonna say that must be a higher degree. I don't know.
Degree. I'm not a practicing plunger, man. I'm not a practicing toilet man, but I did take that degree when
You
it came
really-
through town.
You really got to plunge it. I mean, you really got to get in there and work.
Oh yeah.
Is there anything funnier than a man trying to, like, sweating, just, like, plunge a fucking
Trying
toilet?
to
Is there anything
pull another
funnier?
guy's shit out of a hole.
Or just trying to push it through to the river. I mean, it's fucking
Either.
funny.
I don't know. So what's our plan for the 200 episode? We got 2 more episodes this season,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna do New Year's Eve, right?
Right, I think. Yeah. is that
7
right,
to
Bruce?
9.
Is
Well,
that right?
6 to 9 New Year's Eve for the 200th episode.
3 to 5.
3 to 5. What the
3 to
fuck?
5. I like 3. Can we do 3 to
We
5?
can't
think
do
7 to 9 is
3
too
to
late.
5. We're gonna have to work.
There it is. Plumbing.
There you go. Yeah, that's it.
I found it.
God damn, that's
Sacred-
that's a really nice looking logo.
Yes,
Oh,
pretty
do
nice.
they sell something? What can I buy from them?
It does say best quality.
It's even got the
Bruce.
hole in the bottom of the plunger
So you can
so
hang it
for
up.
the string to hang.
It's,
through.
You guys
uh,
got 'em hung. I
it's a
don't do that
very,
shit.
it's a
Yeah,
very,
no.
I don't know about the separating the word, though. It's a little fucked.
It's sacred geometry using toilet man etiquettes.
that actually looks like a sextant.
I
A
wonder
what?
if
It's got the cross
Yeah,
thing and then
yeah.
Looks
the
like a what?
half circle. A sextant?
A what?
What, am I saying it wrong?
A what?
Why are you being
I
weird?
know what the fuck is going on.
Because you keep saying sex, tunt. It's like
Tunt?
you're emphasizing the sex part of that
Sextant?
word.
It's not sextunt.
T-U-N-T.
Sex cunt.
Sex with cunt.
I think that's a totally
It's a
different
family
thing,
show,
Jason.
Bruce.
What about the separation of that? What if it was Bada Bing Plumbing?
I feel like
Like Mario.
I would
Some-
definitely use them.
How about
I'm thinking The Sopranos. Mario.
that's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
how
Yeah,
about
Sopranos.
Ned Smith,
They were in waste disposal anyway, so it would make sense.
the guy with the perfect name for a plumbing business, Ned Smith. What does it say? This on the side of his truck. Your shit is my bread and butter.
Fuck. This is not okay, man. It's not fucking okay.
I think that would just be scrawled with a fucking Sharpie on the side of a van. That's
It's
good
like
enough.
your whole world is shit now. It's like you went from a shit life to a shit job.
No,
Like,
it's a
I don't
great
get
job.
you.
It's a fucking fantastic
He lost
job.
all of his shit when he quit the nasal spray, so he had to replace it with something, Jason.
Yeah, like how's like are you still having buckshot fucking shits or what's
Every-
going on there?
No, not anymore. Got that worked out.
When you add protein to your diet, the shit
is that
comes
what
out
happens?
whole.
There's a lot of natural fiber.
It's not.
Well, and plus you get off the
Liquid.
nose meth. I mean, that's gotta
Yeah.
that's
Get
gotta
off
help the
nose spray.
digestion.
I've been off the nose spray.
I'm
for-
surprised his intestines didn't seize entirely. Just shut all the way down.
Yeah,
My
you know.
job isn't really necessarily covered with shit, like y'all think, but there is.
I mean the back all of the bathrooms
Really?
at our company.
I mean, not really.
Like
not
I've
all
been
of
at several different stations. They're
Ours
all
are
filthy.
nice. Ours are nice.
Yeah.
Because he cleans them.
I just don't like the spray.
And then walks them.
Yeah.
The-
Well,
You know, like
nah.
that fucking. I said it was
don't
like
mock ours.
buckshot. It's all buckshot up, but then there was like a snake egg
A snake egg.
or a snake. You ever see a snake shit?
No.
It's like kind of liquid, but then there's like a hunk of solid that comes out of it.
Okay.
Like there's a snake taking a dump at work. I know there is. There's a snake shitting in the men's room, and also in the ladies' room.
How
there
many
is
snakes have you watched shit?
Just one.
Why do you know that? Yeah, what?
They had a fucking snake, and once a month they would shit. It was an ordeal.
What did he like call you in the room? It's
Weird. You could just see it like go down his, shoot out of his ass. It's fucking weird.
I mean, I had a snake for a year and a half, so I've seen snake shit.
Is
Is
he
that an accurate
right?
description?
That's pretty close
Oh, okay.
to what a snake shit's like.
A lot of liquid and then a big hunk of solid, and you're like, what the fuck? Like an egg cracked open with a turd in the middle of it for a yolk.
It's a good description. If you did that and then took away the eggshell, that's kind of what it would be.
Yeah.
It's like shit side up.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck is the matter with you people?
Shit side up. There is an epidemic. There's not so much shit though in the job. I think what the problem is, there's a lot of blood in the ladies' room now. Like somebody massacred a hog in there or sacrificed a lamb in the ladies' room. And I gotta say, in both rooms.
Wait,
there
are
is
you
now-
sure there wasn't like a miscarriage that happened at work? If that's
not-
possible.
I'm not certain about that, but I'm ready to declare an emergency. There's an epidemic, and I'm gonna tell you, it's pubic hair. There's a pubic hair
In the ladies'
epidemic
room?
in all restrooms, both rooms.
All restrooms.
The ladies and the men's where I am, there's an epidemic of it, and I don't understand it.
Oh, it's people shedding their summer coats and growing out their winter coats. That's what
You
that
would think
is.
it's somebody shaving a fucking fur coat.
So you got to
with a
get rid of
razor.
the thin hairs, Brian,
Yeah.
so you can grow the thicker,
thicker
hair.
No, these
winter
are
coat
thick.
hairs.
These are disgusting.
It's because it changed
That fucking
temperature.
long. I mean, like, what the fuck are you doing?
You saw a pubic hair that long?
Yeah. It's fucking disgusting, dude. It was in it.
I feel like it's a beard
On a
hair.
dick.
I think it might be too, but there's one there'll be one stuck on the fucking seat, and you're like, what is this?
Are you investigating your
No,
facial
no,
hair
I'm
now,
not investigating.
Jason?
I'm trying to see if it's long enough.
No, it's fucking disgusting.
feel
man.
like-
I don't know. Like, what are these broads doing? I thought all the broads were shaving their boxes.
I'm
I thought
saving,
guys would at
I'm
least take
saving
care
my
of a little
beard.
bit of
I'm
business
saving
down
my
there.
beard hair for when I go to his station. I'm just gonna drop it all over the floor.
Man, like, I haven't seen a hairy pussy since I was in fucking fifth grade.
It's probably the women who aren't getting any, Brian.
I mean, what?
Wait,
the
how
fuck
many
is
pussies
this?
did you see in the 5th grade?
2.
How? Scrambled cut television?
He was ready for that answer.
Yeah. Now there was magazines when I was in 5th grade. There was
I
magazines.
recall
there
being
was-
that.
That was photoshopped.
Yeah, they'd photoshopped them.
That was a merkin.
I don't remember
in the
anything from
computer
school
then.
that year, but I did see 2 pussies.
Yep. They were both attached to grown women.
In
And
a
they were hairy as
magazine.
fuck. Yeah, in a magazine. They were hairy as fuck, and all the ones on TV were hairy too. I mean, come on, the times have changed. We don't have that anymore.
I mean, we do. Like, it still exists.
I mean, have they evolved yet?
Like, some people prefer that, apparently.
Well, they can come to the bathroom. Get
Have
all
they
they want.
evolved
They
yet?
can get all they want of that. Fuck that.
So the
Like
pubic
fucking
hairs
his
are
beard,
bothering you.
for God's sakes.
Apparently.
It's all over the place. I don't understand the shit in the women's. I don't get it.
What do you mean? What don't you get?
Like, what woman has a fucking giant bush goes from
Kathy.
her belly button to the middle of her fucking
Kathy.
back?
Think about Kathy.
There's not that many Kathys at that place.
Yeah, there's a few, I'm sure.
I don't
There's a
know.
few.
You can tell it's coming off of different people too. Like, there's some that's brown. There's
How
some that's
are you
black.
comparing?
Magnifying
No,
glass?
it's fucking everywhere. You can see
does
it.
he
He's
have
got
a-
a microscope
Does he have
hidden
a
in
Ooh, hair comparison. This come from 2 different people.
This is a different hair.
It is a different.
He's running a CSI shop for fucking pubic hair back
See, in
in
the
the
sink, in the
janitor
women's-
office.
There are some black girls, and there's parts of the weave. There's wig pieces in the fucking sinks. What I'm saying.
This hair has a
You can tell.
34-degree angle of curvature.
You could tell.
At a microscopic level, you can tell these are definitely
I mean,
different.
you could tell like shit come off of a weave in the sink,
Yeah.
and something that come off of somebody's ass, or you know, cunt part,
No.
whatever. I don't know. you know.
What?
Cunt part. It's very,
And
very
there's
medical
also,
of you, Brad.
yes, I'm getting my doctorate.
That was his professional terminology.
There's also a pad that got stuck to the toilet seat.
Okay.
And
I don't know
then-
how that happens.
On purpose or on accident?
That had
I think
to be
it may
on
have been on
purpose.
accident.
Has to be on
But then
purpose.
they ripped it off,
It could happen on accident.
and then there was some plastic
I would
stuck
guess.
back on it again, left on there. Evidently, the adhesive on those.
Oh, it's strong.
Evidently, it'll pull fucking paint off a wall.
Yeah, it's fucking Gorilla Glue, dude.
Yeah.
They don't fuck around with that. No leaks. It's
Ugh,
very
that's-
important not to have a
there's-
leak.
There is some leaking. Let me tell you.
Well,
Hmm.
they're probably
they
not
switch
changing
them
them
out?
well,
often
if the
enough.
woman who did it accidentally, there's definitely some leaking.
God damn, you wouldn't believe it.
I don't
It's
think
like,
it was an accident. I think it was like fuck Brian.
There was like a fucking
I feel like it'd be like when you have toilet paper stuck to your butt and you don't realize it.
I don't know.
How often does that happen to you?
Not often, but it's a pretty frequent thing in like movies,
Okay.
see
comedic
those-
situations.
You ever see those sniper movies where the guy is standing there and he takes a shot at the guy and his head just vaporized? That's what the inside of that stall looks like sometimes. It's like just somebody just took a like a little mister full of blood and just sprayed it all over the seat. Doesn't make any sense. Like, there's fucking blood. There's blood
Can
on the
other
floor.
people see this too, or is it just you, Brian? Because I'm
Everybody.
getting a little questionable
Does
here.
anybody else see the blood on the walls?
There we
Brian?
go.
You can ask Kevin. Kevin said, we got somebody
Is
stuck.
red rum written on the mirror?
Somebody is stuck. Somebody's been
Do you
stuck
hear
in
a
there.
little voice?
Something bad's happened.
Blood, blood.
Yeah.
He got
Once a month.
he got in a big argument the other day with a coworker at my station who Joe, Jason, you remember Joe? Same route he was on.
Joe, who
Since-
showed up at
since
9:30 every
before
day
you
with
s-
headphones in.
Yeah,
Yeah. Is he still showing up every day at 9:30 with headphones in?
Yeah, still doing a good job though.
Still not talking
Like,
to anybody?
Nobody's complaining. He doesn't. None of his customers say anything. He gets there when he gets there. He does the job. He gets back at a decent time. Anyway, him and Kevin were like best buds. They talk about sports and stuff every day, and they were arguing pretty angrily last week. And I'm
I think I heard
a little concerned for him. So if you could, through your janitorial
What
channels, get the word out to Kevin.
Well, I'll see him Tuesday. I mean,
No, you won't.
yeah.
What?
Well, I'm sure I'll talk to him. I can talk to him right now. He told me about it though.
What happened?
They got in an argument about politics.
Imagine that.
Oh, he told you about it.
Told me all about it.
I think
Yeah,
Bruce
yeah.
is
Said he
a
was
little
upset.
We're going to
offended.
talk on the break.
He opened up to Brown about it.
He said he was upset about it.
Was it about Trump?
No, he was upset about getting in the argument with the guy. And then the guy came and apologized. Hey, man, I'm sorry I went off on you. And he's like, well, it's okay.
All right, we'll talk about it later.
It's fine. But it was interesting.
I was just saying that to make a joke, and then Brian's like, "No, I know about that.
Yeah, it happened.
That was actually said." Thanks, Brian.
I was kind of down about it.
Brian
Trump.
has more
Thanks
feelings
for
now.
playing that off.
No, I've been.
Trump just keeps breaking up
I'm no
more
longer
families.
suppressing. Yeah. Well, he brings people together.
No, he does. He's doing the opposite.
Yeah, well, he's bringing those people together.
In cages.
Well, white supremacists. He's bringing together white
He is.
supremacists.
He's
He's
an
doing a good
organizer.
job of that.
He's a community organizer.
Of white supremacists.
Right. Well, it's still a community.
I want to argue with you. But I
That's the way
guess
they
it
see
is a community.
It is a community.
You could call it a brotherhood.
An Aryan.
Good. Sort of a.
There's probably a better descriptor to use than that word, but yeah.
Jesus.
This
Anyway.
national group of people, like a nationwide group, a community. You know, all kind of feel the same way about certain things. It's America.
Yeah,
It's
I
America,
don't.
baby.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, look, so I talked to Chris and I talked to some people, and they're kind of mad that I don't. They
Who?
miss the angry
Who's
me.
Chris? Oh, that Chris.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to pass my
the
answer.
I'm sorry.
When we're on air, you have to refer to him by his full title.
Yeah, I know. He said something in public about something I said, and he said, I miss the old you. The old
Yeah.
you wouldn't take that shit.
Yeah.
And I had an experience after that, and I'm going to tell you about it.
Uh-oh.
And I think he's going to enjoy it. There was a dude at this. I go to this gas station by the house, and it's one of those places they offer points or a fucking membership.
Every place
and I'm fucking
offers
sick of
points
that.
now.
I'm
Yeah.
tired of that. It's too much.
And you can't
okay?
buy anything in the entire store without them asking for your card.
Yeah, I don't have. Do you have a card? Do you have rewards? No, it's a gas station. I'm just trying to get this and get the fuck
See,
out.
what you got to do
Convenience.
is you got to go find a gas station that has employees that don't give a fuck. Because
No,
when
they don't give a fuck at this
when
one.
you don't have your card, they scan their own card. And they're like, yeah, okay, I'll still get you the
Mhm.
discount, but I'm getting the points.
There's no discount at this place either, which I found very strange. You can redeem the points for shit, but there's not a discount.
What?
There's no incentive to use the card.
Can you give us a hint what gas station you're talking about?
The worst gas station in town. Every one of them is the worst, dirtiest
So
place
there's,
you've ever
there's
been
a
in.
bunch of.
So there's a bunch.
All right,
They
so I know where we're at now.
absolutely do discounts if you have a card. Usually it's
On
like a
what?
2 for something deal.
Yeah, it's like special deals.
You
earn
only
some-
get
like if you're
those-
buying food, yeah.
And then
buying the
you
pizza,
go use the computer
against the
in the
wall in the
thing.
shit
Yeah.
house.
But you go use the computer in the thing. You can get lots of things with your points.
Yeah, I'm about to get.
It's where I do my Christmas shopping.
I was gonna say you sound
I'm
like
like, I gotta go spend my points, get some gift cards for the peeps.
What can you get to fucking Zagnut for fucking 50 cents?
No, man, they got all kinds of gift cards in there.
So hold on. Say the name of that candy
A
bar again.
Zagnut.
Zagnut. Robot?
Rope.
I didn't even realize he was talking about the candy bar.
Fucking rope.
Zagnut?
I hate that too. I hate
Zagnut.
Zagnut. I heard an old man call it that once. I've called it that ever since. Zagnut.
I haven't seen one of those since I had a score bar. What the
Squar.
fuck?
Squar?
Well, this dude at the gas station is in front of me, and I walk in the place, and this dude's at the gas station, and he's at the counter, and he's got 2 fountain drinks,
Yeah.
and because he was in my way.
That's a
little
good
bit.
place to get a fountain drink.
He's kind of milling around. I thought, like, there's nobody fucking working here. Is he waiting to get checked out? So I go in. I'll go into the thing. And I pick
Look
up
who
what I want.
it is.
There's the Zagnut.
No, that's
Hey.
a Zagnut.
Zagnut. That doesn't make any sense to call it that.
What's the
kid.
second half of that word, Brian?
Nut.
What's the first half of that word?
Zag.
Say them together.
Zagnut.
That's how that's pronounced.
Nutzag.
I
How?
agree.
How is it
Zagnut.
pronounced?
Zagnut.
You're wrong. Get the fuck, just go.
Is that
Or
even
I'm
a
gonna
U?
go back out the door.
I mean, what?
How are you turning Mexican? Every time I see you, you look a little bit more Mexican than you did. You look like the one alien from the beginning of Men in Black. Every time
You're not more tan. You're still. You just look more Mexican
It's
and
the
featured.
part of town I'm living in. Me and my neighbor have actually gotten along a lot lately.
Are you smoking Mexican weed? Is that what's happening?
Probably.
It's
It's part of town, dude.
It's
Go down.
converting him.
I buy local.
Oh, so
I don't go to the same guy
so
now
he just
that I
goes to
moved.
the fucking the taco truck. Is that what you're eating?
No,
off
it's the CVS on. Well, I can't say the name of it.
CVS on Laquanda.
How are you eating at CVS?
He's
I'm not eating at CVS. I'm buying my weed at CVS.
Oh. Okay.
In the park. Just not give a
Oh,
fuck
he's in the
anymore.
parking lot. Mexican
Okay.
dude.
Mexican.
All right.
We
Yeah,
started
dude's
hanging out a lot.
Does he work there and he sells to you on his break, or he just like hangs out
He just
there?
hangs
and-
out there.
Okay.
All right.
I'm
He likes
surprised they
their
don't
brand
chase
of
them
water.
off. CVS does like frowns on people hanging around.
Well, he's smoking a lot of weed, so he's going in and buying a bunch of snacks.
Oh, it's helping their
Makes
bottom
sense.
line. All right, you disrupted the whole show.
Okay,
Back
now
to
listen.
back to the gas station.
Okay, here's the background. I'm going to the gas station to buy something real quick for convenience, and there's this dude in there, and he's got 2 fountain drinks, and he's just standing there. He's like waiting to be checked out. And so I go in, I grab the thing that I'm after, I get in line, and this is the
Zagnut?
only one that's open, so I'm behind the dude. And I'm standing there, and the clerk is there, and they're poking on they're tapping on numbers, and I said, okay, try it again. And the dude starts putting it, and the numbers, it's not like a 4-digit number. Like you use your card, you scan your card, evidently, and then you have to punch in an 8-digit, fucking 8 digits. I don't know. You got to punch in this number.
Probably your phone number.
What?
Well, this dude is putting in this number.
If you don't have your card, you can type in your phone
Okay.
number.
Like at Kroger, dude.
must
Come
be
on,
what it
you're
is.
not
I don't
shopping at
know.
the K. Rogers?
I don't
Fuck.
fuck with that shit. So he's like, oh,
Okay.
and he gets in, and he's like, no. And he's
Brian
like, no.
pays full price a lot.
He's like, dude, I'm just getting these. Like, he's trying to get a free drink. He's buying one. He's got enough rewards to get the other one for free. It's a fucking $1.
Yeah.
And so I stood there, and the guy was putting numbers in and putting numbers in. He's like, no, and then he gets this wallet out, and it's a Velcro wallet, and it's a Legend of Zelda on the wallet.
That's fucking class.
It's a Zelda, and then the motherfucker takes a card out of it, and has that scanned. He said, well, try this one. And so the dude scans that, and he goes, nope, no free drink. All this is going on. I'm just standing. I'm holding a 30-pack of fucking beer. All right. I'm like, I'm ready to go. I went in here. I'm going to pay a little bit more for this because of the convenience. So they charge you a little
There's
bit
a
more.
liquor store right next to the one I think you're going to.
Yeah, that liquor store's insane. Yeah,
It's like, but then there's one like.
liquor store's high as fuck.
It's D Highway, I'm assuming, so there's
Like,
probably a
Bri-
liquor store.
Brian's
No,
like,
no,
this
it's-
is the worst gas station. I would never go in here for any reason
I hate it.
unless I needed beer, and then also because I don't like that beer place or that beer place. So
Well,
I'm
the
going
beer
to
place
the
is
gas.
fucking expensive, and it's on the right side of the road.
Okay, so let me ask you this:
That's a big
if
deciding
your
factor for me.
alternative
Yeah.
to that
Huge.
gas station is the other one where you have to check yourself out, which one do you pick?
Well, the one you got to check yourself out.
Which
man.
one do you pick, Brian?
No, it depends. The one you got to check yourself out is you got to walk longer. You got to like walk all the way
No,
to the
there's
back
one.
and get it and
There's
carry it
one
all
up
way
the
to front.
road, like half a mile up the road, that has a fucking drive-through.
Yeah, liquor stores are more expensive. You go through drive-throughs and all. You can pay $3 more.
So you're saying
Really?
you're shopping there
Yeah,
for
right.
cheaper beer.
Yeah, they have it cheap there.
So then you don't get the convenience.
Well,
You're
it's
going there for
sold
price.
Listen, it's sold as you can come in here, you come in, you get the fuck out.
I was gonna
It's
say
like a
compared to a beer store, it is convenience.
Yeah, you don't have to fucking wait. You know, you can go in and seemingly you can go in.
Have you
get
ever
line,
went in
you
that
run
gas
out.
station which you didn't have to wait on a lottery stud or some bitch fucking with her
I've
card?
always
Or
had to wait for something, but this is unusual. This is like they've added a layer of fucking.
He's paying for the.
We're not paying for the. They've added a layer of bullshit where you just cannot get out of there. You just can't get out. This motherfucker was in there. No shit. I stood behind this guy 9 minutes.
I would have paid for his fucking drink.
I did.
He would have got a free drink.
I said, hey, how much is that? By this time, there's fucking, which is not unusual in this place, to find a fucking line going all the way back to the baked goods.
Yeah, normally you
Wrapped
can't
around
even
to
get
the
in
shit
the
house.
beer cooler because the line's blocking it.
And I said, fuck this, man. How much is that? And he, 99 cents. And the dude wouldn't even look at me. He wouldn't even look over like he knew that there was 50 people waiting.
Oh yeah,
could
he
feel the
knows he's
heat.
fucking shit up.
He
Like,
probably
why don't you
didn't
just
even
offer
have
to
a
fu-
free drink. He thought if he went in there and did that, some asshole behind him with a 32 case of beer would pay for it.
He had $1. He did not have $2. That was his problem.
So he
Did
was.
you see?
It said Zelda on it. It didn't have that. I wouldn't have known what that fucking was. It said it. It said Legend of Zelda on the wallet. I was like, what the fuck is this guy fucking...
That's true.
Is this guy
Jazz
12?
gave Brian way too much credit with that
Yeah, what the
picture.
fuck is that? I
Brian
would've
has
never
no...
known that.
Like, he's like,
That's a good point.
what anime
Yeah.
character is that?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? That must be something related to that.
What is this, a fairy wallet?
Where's the nose? Why is his eyes
He
so
looks
big?
Japanese.
He does kind of
Anime.
gay. You know what I'm trying to say. All Japanese are gay.
No, what? No!
Everybody's gay. It's a spectrum. Yeah,
That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm
They're
gay.
sneaky
You're
people.
gay.
You're on a spectrum.
Can't fucking trust them.
Probably.
Fucking snakes.
Anyway, so you paid for his drink.
So I paid for the guy's drink. Guy didn't have the fucking balls to even turn around to look at me to even say thank you, nothing.
Oh, he's embarrassed.
I said, hey, you get this shit out of here. And I fucking plopped the beer down. I looked at the guy and he goes, whew, that took a while. I said, why don't y'all just cancel this shit? Why don't you just give the guy the drink? What are you out?
Here's
What are you
my
out?
question. Why don't you just hire another employee to run the other register?
They got another employee to run the register, but this woman's name is Alice. And she's this tall and she's 78 years old. She can't reach anything.
I am familiar with
She's
Alice.
Drunk. She needs to be taken out back, and she needs to be suffocated.
That place has one of the highest turnover rates I've ever seen.
She's
that
been there-
serves
she's been there
customers.
since they opened.
She's the owner.
She's the worst employee ever of any business.
She's the only one who will stay.
And no matter when you go,
She's too dumb to quit.
she's in there. I go in there after work. She's in there. I
she's
happen
in
to
there-
be
I mean,
out
that's
there
only
for a
like
work.
5 hours.
I go out there for a work party at 9 o'clock at night. That bitch is working.
Yep.
She's always there. I think she lives there. I think she sleeps in the fucking cooler.
If you ever had to get
Hold on, I
cigarettes
don't understand
from
why
her,
y'all
she,
don't like her.
She doesn't know where anything.
She's
she just
very
looks around.
put out by
Slow.
everything and very slow.
She doesn't know where anything is.
And she doesn't understand what you're saying. She doesn't understand why you're there.
She moves like this.
Why don't you ask her why she took a job where she has to talk to people and do things
It's
for
too much,
people?
dude. I'm telling you. I go in there and I'm like, can I get a can of Winter Chill Camel Snooze?
That's
See,
too much.
Brad,
That's
but-
too much right there. Too much.
Her mom,
Like, she strikes me as the type of person in a business that Jason would confront about how they
Seemingly.
suck.
It seems like she might, but she's not. She don't get it. Is the problem? She does
You're
not get it.
arguing
My
with somebody
point is,
with
Jason hates her
Alzheimer's,
so much
man.
he won't even confront her, and
No.
that's like
Oh,
his
yeah.
favorite thing in the world.
It was so much easier just to fucking stop shopping there.
You know
Like,
what?
I- year.
You know what? Before they put that fucking white gate up there for some reason, remember that thing like
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah,
protects
yeah,
the
yeah.
cashier? I don't know. Before they put that up there, I used to walk in. I said, "Look, I'm just gonna grab what I want here, and you can ring it up because it's way too much for me to tell you what I want." And I would do that, and I would grab the shit and I'd throw it on the counter. Well, that saves me a lot of time, and she's over trying to ring the shit up. That still took forever. Can you imagine if I sent her over there to find that shit? Like, you don't know where
It's
any of this
insane.
shit is.
It's insane. She once told me they were out of it, and I was looking at like
Looking right at
5
it,
sleeves.
yeah.
I was like, no, it's right there.
She looks.
Right.
She walks over and goes,
Right there.
"No,
No,
it's
no,
your left.
no, it's
Goes
not.
the wrong way every
No,
time."
that's skull. No, down.
It's it.
Then she still comes back with the wrong thing.
I tell you what I did to her one
Yeah,
time.
that's her. That's her.
Now, one time, and I'm ashamed to admit this,
You should be.
but she rang up this dude before me, and I had beer again. So I go in there
Shocker.
and put the beer down. She's
I
the
feel
old.
like you've got beer weight going on. I don't feel like this is food weight.
That's where
No, this
Brian's
food
gaining his mass from.
He's drinking a lot of beer.
Hops.
I'm not drinking a lot of beer.
Drinking a lot of beer.
I'm buying a lot of beer. So I walked.
Oh, shit.
I'm fucking with you. I'm not doing it. So I mean, like, I go in there once a week. It takes me all week to drink 30. And it's, it's not just me. So it's like, I buy one a week. I buy a 30-pack a week. And so I go in there, and this was on like a Sunday or something. And this dude had come in, and he left, and I was like, what the fuck is Alice doing here? She's the only one there. But I'm the
She
only one in the
lives
store.
there.
I'm the only one in the store now, so this is good. And I come out of the beer cave, she's working right there. And I come up, and she goes, "How you doing?"
She does that.
Does that shit.
Yeah.
And her eyes are a little crossed, and she's
A
dirty.
horse
looking,
does
and
that.
She does it too.
She does it too.
I
Alice
feel like this
fuck.
face is matching even more
Like,
as
she's
you
got no
describe
fucking,
it.
like, she acts like she's got no teeth. I don't know if she does. I don't know. So
I've never looked.
I look at the pin pad, like where you stick your card in, and it's going around like in a circle like that.
You're
I'm
waiting
like,
on her to hit a button.
Well, the dude left, and it was locked up or something. I'm like, great. She's gonna ring this beer up, and I'm gonna pay for this guy's shit he just had. whatever the fuck it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I said, wait.
Maybe it'd be cheaper than the beer.
I said, hey, wait. And she went, beep. And she hits the button, and she goes, okay, you're good to go. I said, what? Approved. See you later. You don't want a receipt? They just said, nope, no receipt. I took the beer and walked out. I didn't
you
have my
should be
wallet out of my
ashamed.
pocket.
You should be ashamed.
I should. She charged that
Oh,
guy before me for.
Yeah, he paid for your fucking beer. You fucking dipshit. Oh, you're such an ass.
But no,
dude.
listen. Here's my thinking.
No.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine trying to explain to her what she did wrong?
You're a bad person.
No, listen, Jason.
You're not
tell
okay.
Tell her.
You're not a.
To Alice and tell her, hey, Alice, you just charged it. What? Imagine trying to explain that
understand.
shit show to her.
I understand. It's the rest of your. Sometimes that's what it to be right.
Less angry about
They
it.
deserve.
She
They
fucked
deserve
it.
it.
You
He
made
doesn't.
Bruce so angry his headphones fell off, Brian.
And
She
you know.
fucked-
You fucked his whole life.
He looked like a decent guy.
Here's what you do. You then find the guy, tell him what happened,
I
so
wasn't
he
gonna do
calls
that.
the store and gets his money back, and then it's on the store.
That's an
Find the guy
ordeal
and be
now.
like, "Here's the money, dude."
Again-
Sorry, I think they fucked up.
Again,
in there.
hey, convenience. You know, I don't have time for that. shit.
Convenience. I don't even have to take out my wallet. Free.
It's pretty good.
That's fucking convenient.
It was free. No, I didn't know what to do.
I don't
and
have
I was like,
I don't have time to passively steal $20 from somebody, so bye, guys.
steal. It was Alice.
The beer on the counter when you see the twirling so that she has
No,
to look
I-
at her computer first.
I put it down, and she was over. She's always tapping on the thing like, dun, dun. It's not doing nothing.
Dude, it's
She's
like
just
it's like
tapping.
I gotta
it's
go
like-
back and look at my receipts
No
from all
joke.
every time I've been to that
Isn't
place.
that what happens though? Isn't that what she does? She's tap. She's pushing
She
the
looks
buttons
like.
real hard.
Have you ever seen that gorilla that knows like can tap on the thing
Yeah.
to talk? That's what it looks like. She's like, I want to die.
That's what she's doing. She's tapping a message, and I put the beer down, and I look at her, and then I look at the thing because I'm ready to pay. I'm ready to go, and then it's doing that thing. I was like, what the fuck? I said, great, this is gonna be a fucking shit show. And it still takes her a while to get done with what she's doing, and she just stops. She stops pressing
So
buttons
you
and
had
looks at me like,
time
yeah.
to
I
see
said,
that
okay.
there was something
It
wrong.
is. Now that I've thought about it, it is possible that beer just never rang up, and what she was looking at the approved was the
That's-
previous
that's
guy's
also true.
transaction.
Probable.
That's also true. That could be.
Probable.
I mean, I don't know.
Did
It
he have
may-
to put
I
in a
asked for the
pin or
receipt,
anything?
so-
No, it probably
No.
didn't accept the beer ring up because it was still trying to process the previous
In which
one.
case, it is on the
It
store.
might not
so
have charged it.
there you go.
It's on her. It's her fucking dumb shit. She's
You
been there a
know
million
she's
years.
a fucking retard.
She's pushing all kinds of buttons. Just push your button and let's go. Let's go on to the next customer, fucking dipshit.
Well, she's
You
got
can't
to
explain that shit to her.
check your
Fuck
ID and stuff. I'm sure that's extra button.
her. She didn't do that.
She didn't have fucking ID.
No, nobody else checked mine. Look at me. Look at me.
She
Th-
didn't do
Some
that.
asshole fucking checked Kaylee's ID going to the Joker last night.
She's 21 years
he should
old.
check.
Yeah, no,
Why
that's
is he an
fine. But then
asshole?
I dug out my her ID because I had her keys on me, and she keeps it on her keys.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I need to see your ID too.
Oh wow.
That turning around trick ain't gonna work. Cause I had hands
Turning
full of
around
stuff,
trick.
and I kind of stepped out of the
Wait a minute, you went to Joker's last night?
the Joker,
The movie,
the movie.
not the bar.
Oh, I thought you meant the bar. I was like,
Bar's closed.
get it.
Where's that?
It's closed.
I'm not even gonna tell you now.
It's over. It's over. It was there. But
Is it
don't go
closed
there.
now?
You-
Yeah.
You
yeah.
put an idea in his head that he didn't know existed.
He's like, where's that?
I was
place
gonna
again?
go there
I like
dressed
Danger.
as Joker.
Joker's was one of those bars that like at
You'd leave with a chain in your
12:35 a fight broke out. It was like people would be sitting around with a beer bottle and a whiskey glass looking at the clock.
That's like you take a ticket, and they'll just draw 2 tickets. Okay, you guys are fighting at 12:35. Drink up. Can I get out of this? Nope.
Put it this way, Carrie used to be the bartender there for years.
Yeah, it was a fucking shit show.
No.
So that should tell you. And Carrie can't make drinks that well.
Shit show. Did you get a Starless technical issue solved? Jay?
What?
Did I get what?
Starless
She was
technical
in
issue?
here.
Okay, I don't know. Did she say anything?
Yeah,
I
she
mean-
said so.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
He's
she
the
was
one
talking
who said
about the
200
weight.
pounds for the 200
Oh, that's right.
show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Anyway, so you stole money from some random
I
dude.
did not steal money from the dude. Miss Alice did that.
Miss
You
Alice stole
already
the money for
admitted
you.
that
So
you
you
had money.
received stolen
But
property.
I don't know if they charge the guy. I don't know. Because I didn't get the receipt.
Just
so
go
I
to the
don't
liquor
care.
store. Just
If
go
we-
to the
if-
liquor store.
I might have to.
Yeah, well.
After that.
I don't know. It's $20 versus $35 at the liquor store. They're gonna get you out, and they're not gonna fuck anything up.
Go to
but you're gonna make-
Walmart.
you know,
Just go to Walmart.
They're
Walmart
not
don't have
going
the
to
cheapest
Walmart.
beer.
That's out of the way. That might be.
Hey,
cheaper, but
Rogers
then
is
you
right.
gotta- Through there, you gotta wade through that fucking humanity.
It's on the left side of the street, though.
I mean, it is, but it's
That's
right
big
across
has
the
a
street.
Thank you.
Hey, like I'm 100.
That's got
I
a
will
lot to
not.
do with
If
it.
I want something very specific and it's on the left side of the street, fuck that.
I'm not making the left
It's
against
done.
traffic at 5
Doesn't even
o'clock.
fucking
I'm
exist.
over here. You know,
Not
that's
when-
what sucks. That place is in such a great location. It's the worst place in the world, but it's in the best location in the world.
The only job,
He
the
pays
reason
for
I
the
have the job
convenience.
I have is because it's on the right side of the road when I was leaving.
Okay,
here.
actually, he doesn't pay for convenience. Some other guy pays for convenience.
Right,
But
somebody
the point
eventually
is,
pays for the
somebody
convenience.
paid for convenience, and it wasn't Brian.
That was the only time that somebody. That's the only time I bit. That's
That
the only
you-
time I benefited from going in one of those particular
No,
types
that's-
that brand of
that's
gas
fair.
station.
Have you ever checked your past receipts to see who you've convenienced?
No, but they have charged me triple for one thing before. I know
Triple?
that's I bought a can of
Still doesn't equal the
Copenhagen in
beer
there
you got
once,
for free.
and they rang it up. Evidently, they rang it up and said it beeped, and they're like, "Oh, it's not on there." So they did it 2 more times, and put your card in. It's like, "Oh yeah, that was just one, right?" It's like, "Yeah, it showed one on there, but then their little glitchy little system,
Yes,
son.
they're poking the screen. It didn't hurt, by the way.
I was hoping it would.
But then then you go to your thing and you're like, "Oh, I just paid $10.50 for a can of fucking Copenhagen."
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, that sounds right.
But you can't go back in there and say, "Hey, you fucked me on this." It's.
Well,
No,
that's what you get for
no.
the future convenience of getting free
So
bill.
I've been fucked in there a bunch. This
Okay.
guy, everybody gets fucked in there.
So stop
little
going
bit.
there. It's kind of on
He
you
doesn't-
at that point.
It's a roll of fucking dice. Like if you go in there 100 times, 50 times, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. That guy he lost that day. That was his turn to pay. It's been my turn to pay.
So it's well established. I'm moving on because I
know,
can't
it's
look
just
at you.
fucking- I know.
It's well established that my apartments have some of the dumbest people on the planet.
That's
If you'll
debatable.
remember, I found the phone with the chicken dick.
Yeah.
I found the lady who said that wasn't her when I knew that was her, and then
Yeah.
come out later and
You're
said
looking
that
right
she
at her.
said it wasn't her because she had just woke up
Mhm.
and she was confused.
Yeah, confused.
Forget who I am when I'm awake.
I understand.
The one that said her name was.
Made up a
something,
name.
it made up a
Said
name.
she doesn't live here. Okay, well I'm just gonna pull all that mail in that box and
I'm just gonna take these prescription pills. And I'm just gonna send them.
Then
Whoa,
she
wait a minute! Wait.
showed up 10 minutes. No, it took her 10 minutes, and she's like, I was confused, and that really is me.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I forgot my
I didn't know
name.
what you meant there.
Gerbil in her head hadn't started running on the wheel. It had to wake up.
I think I found the king dummy.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, really?
Yeah,
Bold
this,
claim, Jason.
this
I
one's
know.
bad. This one is.
We've heard some bad.
So every day since last Tuesday, they have put a hold card in the outgoing mail for the day after Thanksgiving and that Saturday. So they're going out of town those 2 days.
Why do they keep doing it over and over?
I don't know. It's for the same dates. It's written in the same hand, and every day they put another one in there. So I now have 7 hold cards for the same 2 days.
Where are they getting those things? The yellow?
Yeah, the yellow cards.
Okay, yeah.
Not even to the dumb part yet. Like that's amazingly
That's
dumb.
dumb as fuck. Yeah.
But that what they're getting ready to do makes that look even more intelligent.
Maybe they're waiting on a confirmation from
Okay.
you saying,
there's
"Hey,
not-
I got
there's
it."
not gonna be any
I'm
more.
sorry. Can you do me a favor and
Yeah.
just say what you said again?
I haven't even got to the dumb part yet. Like what they're getting ready to do
They
next in the
fill
story
out the card.
Yeah, and
They
drop
fill
it
out
in
the
there.
Leave it
card.
in there for you to get.
for the same 2 days. For I think it's the 29th and the 30th.
Same
gotta have
card,
3 days
different
for-
colored cards.
Yeah, no, it's the yellow card.
Okay.
It's like they got a stack of them somewhere, and they keep filling it out identically and putting it back in there. I don't know if they have Alzheimer's or what. I've got a stack of them in my case like this now.
You need to go tell them it has to be 3 days minimum.
So Friday,
They might have Alzheimer's. They just one day wake up, they can't remember if
Maybe.
they turned it in or not, so
Yeah,
they
probably
turn in
just
another
they
one.
had smoke
they're
hammers is
identical,
what they've
dude. It's
got.
amazing. You can like stack them over top of one another, and they look fucking identical. Like the
It's the
handwriting
same
is
person
flawless.
writing them.
It's the best handwriting I've ever seen at these apartments. Period.
So
End
bad,
of story.
right?
No, the best. It's like
The best at that
no,
apartment.
it's
That's
it's
not a-
really good.
That's in
It's
a league of
really
its own.
good handwriting. So,
That's what they spend their entire day doing, getting it perfectly right, comparing it before they put it in the box.
I got them from last Tuesday to this Thursday. And I almost went and knocked on the door like, I get
You know it's not here
I
yet.
get it. Then on Friday, I see a moving truck in front of their apartment building.
Oh, boy.
And so I asked the local
So-
busybody who comes and sees me every day, hey, who's moving out over there? The next day, yesterday, I get a move notice now there's 4 of them.
Oh, boy.
There's one last name that lives there.
Yeah.
So I get one for a family. I get one for Rebecca.
Individual.
No last.
Oh, God.
The move notice is for Rebecca. No last name, like Madonna.
Just no.
Just Rebecca. Like that's the last name.
And the first name.
And it's an individual. Bert.
Bert.
And then an individual for Rebecca last name.
Are those the same
Yes.
people?
Yes, they filled out 4 cards for 2 people.
Oh, fuck.
And
They've totally fucked up this whole thing, too.
those moves effective Thursday.
Too late. Your mail's on hold Thursday.
No.
Sorry.
Effective last. What the fuck?
Then a week
God.
later. Why are you holding it? You're going to hold it 2 days in the future when they're not going to be there.
He's gonna get fired. Because
What
they're
a-
going like,
What are the 2 whole dates?
the 29th of November and the 30th of November. It's like whatever it was.
They don't
Today's
even
the
live there.
24th.
So next week,
It's this Friday. It's
But
the day
it's a
after
whole-
Thanksgiving.
Friday and Saturday.
Friday and Saturday.
But the hold is for the address they lived at.
Now they wrote
Yes.
the old
And it's
address on it,
not-
right?
Yeah. That's fucked. Like
And
they
then
did- No, they don't have good forward.
Well-
The family one.
the family one will work
Really good, yeah.
if they filled out where they're moving to correctly,
So
which is highly doubtful.
we don't work Thursday.
No.
Their hold is Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm gonna need you to do:
Uh-oh.
I need you to
hold
drive
the
to
stuff
new
they
address.
get at your address Tuesday and Wednesday, then send it through when you get back on Friday. Then they'll get it all Monday.
Here's
It'll
the
be
fucked up part.
automatically held for them.
Here's the fucked up part.
Forward the hold cards.
They don't get anything but a power bill and a water bill. Like they don't get anything other than junk and those 2 things.
Maybe there's one thing they're expecting,
Well, they're
Yeah. The results
and
from
they
the IQ
and they,
test.
they just want to make sure it goes or sits or something.
It was like a goddamn puzzle. I sat down in the middle of the floor when I got those stickers. I was like, how? What? What's
I like that. That's really good.
Is this a stress test on the system? What's
on
happening?
You. It's a stress test on you.
Have you ever met these people?
No.
Okay.
No, but there was a lot of activity in that building this week.
I was gonna ask what their drug of choice is if you had.
No, I
How old
feel
are
like
they?
Because
they're
if
older.
it's meth,
Really?
it totally could have been
I
that.
feel like they're older. I don't know why. I
Okay.
just do. Never seen them.
Never get anything else out of the
This-
ordinary. It's
One of the
just like
things they normally get is like a Harriet Carrier magazine,
Oh,
which
love
I've
it.
noticed, trends really
they gotta
old.
be at least 50.
Harriet
They
Carrier,
don't.
though,
You
that's the
can't
problem.
have those sent to you unless you're at least 50.
I think they do check your AARP card for those.
The fuck is a Harriet Carrier?
It's
Exactly.
an old
Harriet
people
Carter.
magazine.
You'll,
so
you'll
don't
find
even know.
about. You'll find out about it when you're older,
It's
Avery.
Harriet Carter.
Is it Harriet Carter for real?
Yeah.
I always thought it was Carrier.
Harriet Carter.
Whatever. I said what I
No,
said.
it's like they stay with the old lady back
I have no
scratchers and
Oh,
slippers.
vibrators.
Yeah, there's a lot
And
of
in the middle of
vibrators
the
in
book,
it.
there's some vibrators in there.
A
but
lot
yeah,
of women
The-
using vibrators
the-
on their shoulders.
The thick socks
I've learned the one,
that they wear that go up to your knees.
the ones, yeah,
There's a
they,
bunch of those in
they
there.
hold them up against their cheek.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
I
so
gotta know what-
relaxed. Woman, that's on your face. You need to get checked out.
Why is it shaped like that?
Sir, it's a personal massager.
So that
I'll massage wherever I like.
has had a lot of activity this week because the day before they moved out, the SWAT team,
Oh,
and I don't mean the local SWAT team,
Ooh,
I
big one?
mean the fucking FBI team raided a fucking dude hardcore.
I wonder what the fuck he was into.
They raided him at 4 a.m., gave his dogs to a neighbor, and they were still in there with like a fucking mobile CSI unit fucking sweeping that apartment. There were cops all over that fucking parking lot. I didn't see a soul.
That must have been a murder.
They were all. You could look at every building and they would be looking out their window.
What's an interstate crime, whatever the fuck it is? I wonder what the fuck anybody from there could be doing.
Was the FBI blocking your park point? Here, this is the
They were
important
not.
question.
No, they were
Okay,
not.
good.
But they were blocking the turnaround. So
I totally would have parked right in front of their shit and been like, "Excuse me, sir, I'm conducting federal business
Hey, you're
here."
I know you think
they were playing clothes.
That's too much. They're the same team, Avery.
They were playing clothes. I feel like they were waiting on someone to come into the complex because they were parked in places where they could block off the only entrance and exit. So I think they were waiting on somebody to come to meet him or something. And I knew something was going to happen because like a month ago, I got a call from an agency within our agency saying, hey, who lives here?
Okay, yeah.
Who lives here?
Yeah.
Is this name good there? It's like, yeah, it's the only name there. All right.
That's tough. That's a bad.
Yeah. So they had. So that means they've been looking into him for at
They've
least
been
a month.
checking his
Whatever
shit
they've
for a
got on, they've got him.
They definitely got him.
Real nice guy, though.
I mean, to be fair, when the FBI shows up with vans at your address, they've got you anyway.
It was
I
a
would
party
say,
van.
yeah. It's like a, they're not going to bother to come by
They don't
to
make
ask
mistakes like
questions
that, right?
they don't know the answers to already.
Yeah,
It's like,
no.
hi, we're here to show you all the evidence we have against you.
And
we're
believe
just
me,
gonna-
we have all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in one weekend, they cleared out half that building. Just gone.
God damn. I wonder what
Yeah.
the fuck a guy had going
And
on.
well, here's the best part. Like, he's not showing up on any of the arrested websites. Because I looked him
No,
up. I'm like,
he's-
what did they get him on?
No.
He's not on any of the
The
websites.
investigation is ongoing.
No, he's not officially booked yet, or they're holding back the information that he's been officially booked because they're still looking for people.
Well, he's still telling them. He's still giving them names. That's what the deal is.
Really
He's
nice
still
guy.
listing. Yeah.
Really nice guy.
Nice guy, you mean?
Yeah, he was. He come got his mail often.
Would you say he was a good guy?
I would say he was pleasant.
Did he trick you?
He was pleasant. That's all I'm gonna say.
Pleasant?
Did he offer you something
No,
that's going to get you
never.
hooked
He
into
would.
this?
He would say, "Good morning. How you
That's
doing?"
weird. It's kind of weird for that place.
It
Country
was a little
place,
strange.
right? Kind
It
of
was
strange.
a little strange.
Was he a clean-looking guy, or was he a
Yeah, no, he was clean.
strange?
Wore John Lennon glasses.
Those fucking things. That's your first. You missed the first.
How was his hair?
No.
What
he
does
was,
hair look like?
He was a black dude who was bald.
Okay. He's
Wearing
definitely
John
out.
Lennon glasses. Hold on, that bullshit.
They were
Like
nice.
shaved head bald or just lost it bald?
No, I don't know. Maybe one or the other. I couldn't tell. He looked kind of like an accountant, to be honest with you. I kind of felt like this guy should be doing the book somewhere.
He might have been doing the book somewhere.
But he wasn't living in my apartments. If you're successful, you're not going to be living there.
Well, he
Maybe
didn't,
he's
he didn't
not
have a
starting.
real job, so he couldn't show the IRS how he was making all his money. He had
Maybe
to
he's
live
just
there.
getting a start. Maybe he's
I
just
just thought
starting
he
out.
thought that was a good cover place that he wouldn't be found.
Nobody
When you
will
run a
look for
Ponzi
years.
scheme, you have to spend all the money you get in the beginning, giving it back to the first people who gave you money
That's a
Yeah.
good point.
to
Maybe he
get
was
more
broke.
money.
There is a guy who lived in my apartments the entire time I was there, and his family still lives there, who was running a scheme on an old man and got locked up. And so it went from him coming out and getting his mail and telling me good morning to I now see letters from the prison going to his family.
Oh fuck!
Oh.
To the circle of life.
Yeah, he like bilked some old dude for like $500,000.
That's
Yeah.
it. I mean, you going to prison for that? I mean, shit.
$500,000, yeah. They tend to lock you up over
Well, I know,
taking
that's what
$500,000
I'm saying. I'm
from
just saying
somebody.
his goal. I mean, like you got $500,000 out of this guy, and you're
Should have
surprised you're
stopped
in
at
prison.
300,000.
You should have stopped at the first 1,000, and you could walk. You know what I mean? The guy would never figure it out. I mean, you could just do a bunch of small crimes instead of one big one. You know what
It'd
I
be
mean?
like if you went into a gas
Stepped over
station and
1,000.
swiped your card and then left, and then some dude came behind you, but your card
Yeah.
info was still in there.
Yeah.
But you had so
Small-time
much
fraud.
money you wouldn't even notice the
Even though you have a
22,
Legend of Zelda
16 that
wallet
the-
and you're buying,
Then you just keep going, hoping it's going to happen again.
you're begging for drinks at a local gas station.
Yeah, you got to be fucking.
He wasn't begging. The guy was begging.
The guy was like, "Oh man, my card won't work."
Yeah,
Oh,
I,
they
I
tried
thought
this
you meant
other one.
Brian.
No.
I was like,
Fuck that
Brian.
guy.
didn't
No,
beg.
I wouldn't beg for
Brian's
shit.
just a thief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a fucking
He's a
thief.
You don't have to.
Leave.
Avery.
Yeah, just luck of the draw. Oh, somebody. Okay, I'm just gonna leave now.
All right, well, let's take a break.
Yeah, I gotta piss.
It's piss time. So let's do
Break it.
that,
Let's break it.
and we'll be back in just a few minutes.
Starting this Monday at Zare, you can save in hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of ways at our 300 bestseller sale. We've taken 300 of the most popular items we carry, 300 of the things you want most, and priced them to sell like never before. Big things, little things, fashion things, fun things, things you want, things you need. All in this remarkable circular, all in this spectacular sale. The Zare 300 Bestseller Sale. Don't miss it.
Get a little closer. Now don't be shy. You can get a little closer with Arid Extra Dry.
Only Arid has a patent on this formula that fights wetness. No leading deodorant spray stops odor better. And now Arid has a new baby fresh scent. It smells,
Get a little closer with the baby fresh scent of Arid Extra Dry.
Arid fights wetness and odor, now in a new baby fresh scent.
I won't put on my bikini till I take it off with cocoa butter neat. I won't put on my jogging shorts till I take it off with Cocoa Butter Neat.
Neat works better than razors. Look, razors only cut at the surface, but Neat works below skin surface. 5 days later, you see stubble on the razor leg, but the Neat leg is still smooth, so you look better in your bikini.
Before I go out with Billy, I take it off with Cocoa Butter Neat.
Cocoa butter lotion and now cream, too. Neat for smoother legs longer.
Will security please report to Section 3? Security to Section 3, please.
It's the CBS Kmart Get Ready giveaway. And get ready for Gerald McCraney as Major Dad. He's a Marine officer who thought his toughest battles were over till he fell in love with a sizzling civilian and her 3 darling daughters. It's a hilarious battle of the sexes. So get ready for Major Dad, Mondays on CBS. And now you have a second chance at winning any unclaimed grand prizes by entering the CBS Kmart Get Ready giveaway second chance sweepstakes. Look for details here at Kmart.
Many cities have local ordinances prohibiting smoking on the sales floor of a retail store. We ask that you cooperate by safely extinguishing all smoking material in the containers provided at the entrance to the store. Thank you for not smoking.
Plus,
Much
maybe
alive.
he's got drugs.
Well, he's not getting federal funding. So that
God,
doesn't
I
matter.
hope he does.
How good would that be?
I figure that's the real reason.
Yeah,
brought
he
him
just
in,
wants
and
to-
I'm okay with that.
I want to find a buddy.
No, it's not. It's because the
I'm looking
studio
for a
sits empty.
friend.
I'm always looking for a friend.
To
Of
be
the
fair,
drug
I was
having
curious
variety.
what it was about too, in case I
Hey.
have to draw some.
What do you need?
What are you looking for?
What are you buying,
Drug
stranger?
bridge.
What are you
Are you
buying,
dating?
stranger?
Can you show me the way to Drug Bridge?
What are you selling, stranger?
What are you buying?
I'm gonna go find that clip from Men in Black of that Mexican alien from the beginning and just like take a still of it and put it next to Avery's current picture.
Dude, no joke.
Look it up and put it on the screen so people can fucking see that I'm not crazy.
No
that he
shit.
looks-
Like, at my job now, all I talk to are fucking Cubans and Mexicans. I went to a party last
That
weekend.
doesn't mean it rubs
That's
off.
what it is. No, he's taking on their facial features and their
Yeah, you're morphing into 'em.
gestures
the
and
hair.
stuff.
It's like a
And we
long-haired
don't
Mexican
even-
stoner.
We don't even.
I went to a
realize it.
party last weekend. I was one of the only 2 white people there, and like they were all sitting around like listening to like Mexican and Cuban music, and I put on some Elvis Crespo, and they fucking loved me after that. I'm like
Who?
initiated. He's a Latin singer.
I like how you say that like any of us wouldn't
He'll
know
have
who
a
that
13 tattooed on his forehead in 2 weeks if he keeps hanging out with these fuckers.
Trump's gonna deport him.
Yeah.
I'm an American.
Get out of the fucking country.
is. They'll never let him back in because they won't believe he's not Mexican.
Hell no. He's been
I'll be
initiated.
drinking a
Avery.
4 Locos and have the top button of my flannel
Four
button.
Locos. You live in Los Santos? The fuck?
He just said live in Los Santos. It's a Grand Theft Auto reference.
You
How
live
does
in
he
Los
know
Santos?
that?
I don't know.
Is he a secret video game player?
Just feel trapped.
I think it was accident.
Was that the guy you're talking about?
No, you know who's better than that? Cody from Superstore.
That's bad.
Bring up Cody from Superstore.
Oh, that guy's
Yeah,
not Mexican.
he's
He's like Samoan.
Whatever
So-
he
that
is.
guy.
I look
I think
Samoan.
Cody
That's pretty
from.
cool.
Yeah.
Maybe that's how this change happens, though.
Yeah, Samoa's not a real place. That shit's just made up. It's just dudes like me who live in the wrong part of town for a little too long and adopt the heritage.
I always just thought it was where Samoan cookies come from. That the Girl Scouts sell?
No, summer.
It's called American Samoa, so it's just America.
What about Pfeffernuss? Where do you think Pfeffernuss is?
Oh,
Hey,
yeah,
look
that's
at, yeah,
me.
he's that
Oh,
dude.
fuck.
That's you,
Yeah,
man.
that is him.
Y'all facial hair. Put that shit on the, oh, it's on the screen. Yeah.
Yeah, that's him.
That dude's
you.
a little older.
Yes, of course, he's a little older.
That's the biggest difference I can see between
Well,
them.
it's station in life, you know. He works at a superstore.
you look
I'm
down-
not working at a
But his
superstore.
beard grows in the exact same pattern.
Sure
When you
does.
flip back and forth really quick, you kind of see it a lot more too.
Yeah, right there. I can see it. Take those glasses off.
See, that's but
Sit up,
Avery's
sit
still
up
like
in the chair a little bit.
so
He's getting there.
is
He can
with-
get
with-
them.
again, aside from the
Yeah, there we go.
tanner skin,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pretty
wide
close.
shot there. Look at right there. That's him.
look disgusted like somebody just ate your burrito.
Like you're getting ready to butt into a conversation where somebody's
Hang
talking
on,
about
hang
food.
on.
And
Hang on.
that's not a racial thing. I
Hang
just
on.
know Avery likes burritos.
I'm getting character. Avery, there's going to be drug testing on Monday at your job.
No, I mean, it's just the mouth swab.
Huh? What?
All right. Lord.
Tell me when this shit starts. I've got
What?
a words.
It's starting now.
Well, I mean, it's
in
playing
just a
your
second.
It's on.
goddamn lo-fi trap
It's on.
remix.
What?
Trapped.
Oh, this is a good one. Do you
Welcome
know the
back
name
to Out
of
for
this?
Delivery, dummy. Welcome back.
Were you talking to Avery there, or just
Yeah.
the listener?
No, yeah, the listener. Hey, dummies, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Show 200 is coming up pretty soon. We've done almost 200 of these fucking things, if you can believe it. So we're going to take a special show donation
believe
for
it.
episode 200. Yeah, I mean 200 nickels. I mean $200.
200 dimes.
200 dimes is also a good one.
That's a good donation.
200 dimes to the show just went 200 times.
Send a sugar cube to
How
your
about that?
local news
Nope,
radio
Nope.
to say you're sweet on out for delivery, and they should be
God
syndicated.
damn. Yeah. And by the time the sugar cube gets there to be ground into powder, and then white powder will come out of the envelope, and the cops will be at your house.
What
I'm
you-
sweet on out for delivery.
Don't
yeah,
send,
you are.
don't
You'll be
send it with my name, you fucking idiot.
sweet with your fucking
Put your own name on it.
cellmate. Yeah, anyway, just go to the website, eldoradostudio.net. You can go to the support us page. There's a lot of options on there. Think of something that suits you. Support the show. 200 dimes. That's a dime a show. It's not bad for all this entertainment.
How much money is that?
$20.
$20?
It's 200 dimes. Oh, good deal. We'll have Wolf Kid count them.
You take a zero
them in.
off.
So 200 nickels is $10.
Yep.
What's 200 quarters?
I don't know.
Fuck. Divided in it's
$50.
150.
$50.
50. Sorry, I'm retarded.
What's $200 half dollars?
We need an Alexa. Andrew. Alexa, what's $200 half dollars?
Really? What is
I know
200?
it's fucking. What is $200 $1 bills?
What is half of 200?
How many
Anybody?
pies do you have if you have 200 pies and half?
Half what?
The math doesn't work.
Well, if you cut it into a fucking
3.
Hey, also, Wonder Ball. They have Mario coins in them right now for the prize. If you get those, send some of those. And I already have 2 Goombas.
No.
Nope.
No.
I don't know half of the words you just said.
Wonder Ball. They're like
It is a Goomba.
for
a
two.
Goomba is the little mushroom man from
You
Mario.
are a Goomba.
Do you
I like
smash?
200 dimes. I like that. 200 dimes for 200 tries.
I want Waluigi and
Dime-a-show.
Wario.
Time a show. Quarter
Waluigi
show.
would be cool.
You could be the
They got 'em. They
executive
got
I
like
don't
level.
know what we're
16.
talking about, but
They're little coins. I got
Waluigi's
one in my
usually
car.
the coolest.
I got one in my car. It's a Goomba. It's like a metal coin in the bottom of the Wonder Ball box.
Nobody gives a fuck.
I still don't know what a Wonder Ball is.
It's like
you
a
can't just say
chocolate
the
ball
word
that has
more
Yeah,
and
it's
then I
like
know what it is.
It's a chocolate. It's a shitty
The
chocolate.
Wonder Ball,
It's a-
Bruce.
Oh, here we go. Look.
Bitch.
Stupid.
It's a little ball of chocolate and it's got shitty little like tart candies in it.
Why do you want shitty
It's a ball
candy?
of
I mean,
shit.
they're good, but they come with a little toy prize. And I got them when I was little, so like whenever I
It's
go to
small
Five
shit.
Below, I grab one. I'm like, oh, this is nostalgia.
So
And
it's
then
like
this
a
time they
Cracker Jack box.
yeah, they've got
There you go, Bruce.
yeah,
for this generation.
but they've got little toys in them. They
Didn't
used
they
to
have a
be
German version of this thing
Yeah.
that was like super awesome and everybody loved it, but then they banned them here
Yeah,
in
there's
the
a
U.S.
hazelnut
Kinder
in the
eggs.
middle of it.
Kinder
called
eggs,
mint.
but these don't taste as good as Kinder eggs. Kaylee
Kinder
brought me
eggs?
back a Kinder
Doesn't
egg from
Kinder
Europe.
mean child?
Yes.
They're
Yeah.
just called child egg.
It's a kid egg.
Here, child, have a child egg.
Egg
an
for a
egg for a
kid.
child.
Exactly.
So it would be child's egg.
It's Wonder Ball, dude.
You okay, Jace?
It's Wonder Ball, dude.
Do you not approve of
That's a
Wonder
good drop.
Balls?
I was just
Nestle.
letting it go.
Nestle. That fuck.
So I got a story. And
Uh-oh.
it's one of those like reality breaks.
Does
that
it
you have.
involve a goddamn Wonder Ball?
No, it's like I took the Wacky Wasteland perk. Have you ever had one of those where it's just like you're living life, everything's
That's another
normal.
set of words you're just throwing out there like everybody knows.
Okay, it's where you're living your life, everything's normal, it's a serious day, and then something fucking happens and it makes no goddamn sense. and
Every
you
day,
just-
you mean?
Yeah, you just look at it. So I was
Life.
a little inebriated Friday night.
Okay.
It'd been a long
Well,
work
his story
week.
has been explained.
And I step outside to smoke a cigarette around like 11:30, and I'm just standing there. And as soon as I open the door, there's like 2 black dudes I've never seen before walking through the parking lot, and they're like, "Hey, what's up?" And I'm like, "Yeah, what's up?" And like
Then he runs in, locks it, click, 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 click.
I just go back to my phone. I was playing Hearthstone. I was fucking around with that, and then he's like talking while he's walking, and he's
Amazing.
like, "Don't you ever fuck me again, you little bitch ass N-word. I'm gonna strangle your little turkey neck." And like I'm panicked at this point, but I have to put in the door code to get back in,
Is
so
he
I'm just
talking
gonna
to you?
stay in.
He's talking to you?
He's talking to somebody else.
Well, I look
evidently.
up. He's on the phone
Oh, thank God.
on FaceTime, and I'm like, okay. And he goes to the door next to me, jiggles the handle, can't get in. He like leans over, he goes, "Ma!" And I'm like, oh shit, he's gonna wake somebody up. So I'm like, door code is 1056.
Thank you.
You look
Him the door code.
not to my door. I don't want him yelling, waking my girlfriend up.
I don't want him yelling.
Yeah, I don't want him yelling around my apartment complex.
Like, just for your reference, I'm not a lawyer.
Marlo!
To everybody
I'm not a-
listening,
I'm not an
a
attorney or
lawyer. I'm almost positive you are liable for anything he does inside there.
It's not
now.
my
You're now
lease.
an accessory
It's
to
not my
whatever he
lease.
does.
I'm just helping him. I thought he was a delivery guy.
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't.
Because you're going to have to preface that with what you just heard him say to somebody on FaceTime.
Marlo! I'm a
You have to tell the cops
skull!
that part also.
Okay. But I mean, it's not even gotten wild yet. So I tell him the door code.
Oh, still going.
Him and his buddy open the door. Don't go up the stairs. They like walk in, close the door behind them. I hear him yell Marlo again.
No, this is a different building, right?
Is that
It's
Feltman's
like
brand?
the door next to mine.
Marlo was
we
the guy
about
he
to
was
hear about a murder?
FaceTiming that he said he was going to murder. You just let the murderer in
I
to the
didn't know who- I don't
murderer's
care.
building.
It's not my problem.
It's a little bit your problem.
It's upstairs.
It's an actual felony.
That's upstairs. I'm downstairs. I'm fine.
You could have been like,
That's not
I don't
fine.
know. It's a different code, man.
People are moving in and moving out. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to help somebody. They seemed like they know where they wanted to go. Anyway,
This story's quickly becoming like the time Brian stole the beer from the dude.
Yeah.
No,
So they
yeah,
walk
put me
in.
on that level.
they walk in. They don't go up the stairs, so they're standing in the foyer. I hear Marlo again, and then the 2 guys say something, but the door's closed, so I can't hear it. Immediately turn around and walk back out. And then he's still talking on the phone. He's like, I'm about to come pick you up, man, blah, blah, blah. And a little chihuahua runs out, but there's a lot of people that have dogs upstairs. So I'm like, whatever. And they start walking, but this dog doesn't have a collar on. I'm like, hey, is this y'all's dog? And they're like, yeah. and then they yell its name, Marlowe.
Holy fuck, they're looking for the dog.
And like as they were leaving, this all started to turn the wheels in my head.
Marlowe.
That
He was FaceTiming with the dog?
No. He yelled for the dog. He yelled for the dog to open the door for him.
Okay, yeah.
No, he didn't.
He yelled Marlowe, and the dog's name's Marlowe. Because the
Open
dog
the door,
listens to
bitch.
Marlowe.
Well, he must have been drunk.
He didn't go see anybody. So did he just leave he's like, I gotta go to the store. He throws the dog in the stairwell.
That's probably it.
And then expects the dog to come out. It just blew my mind that this man yelled for his dog to come open the door for him. And I was
He's been training him for like years.
He showed him how to do it 100 times. I mean,
it's like that story of the guy on the internet who was walking by, like taking a walk, and he walked by a house, and there was a cat meowing to be let in the house. So he walked over and hit the doorbell so the owners would know their cat wanted back in, and went around the corner, and all he heard was, "Honey, the cat." It's like that situation.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
No, but that was
Maybe the guy wasn't talking to the dog when he said Marlowe. Maybe he was still talking to a person.
No, because
named
when
Marlowe.
they walked
I
outside,
like to believe he's FaceTiming the
who
dog.
would name a fucking dog Marlowe?
That's a pretty sweet dog name.
That's like the undoggest name I've ever heard.
No, that's a pretty dog
very
name.
dog.
It's very
Marlowe?
undog.
If it ends in an O, yeah,
I
I'd
can see
see
Marley.
No,
Marley.
Marlowe. It's like you're either like a hard-boiled like pulp detective or like a sweet-ass dog.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Dog
I don't
seemed
know.
mildly sweet. It was a Chihuahua, so it's got that.
No,
I had a
that
cousin that lived
vicious
on the
killer.
street named Marlowe when I was a kid.
Either
I've
that or
never
he
met
just
a
lied
sweet
to you.
Chihuahua
and-
in my life.
It's either that or he just lied to you. He just stole a Chihuahua, and he's lying,
No,
saying
he's lying
it's
about
his
the dog's
dog.
name.
Not my fault.
They went in there, the guy had a shitty TV, so they took his dog.
Marlowe.
Look.
Stop giving people codes to get into the building when they obviously don't live there.
No, you shouldn't do that.
It's not a good idea.
It's not my fault.
It is
Yeah,
your
it is.
fault.
Yeah.
I was scared.
Go back in your
What do you
house.
let him in for?
I was smoking a cigarette.
That's what it is.
Put it out.
You
I
need
didn't
to
want
smoke in
to.
the apartment.
Get over it.
Are you not allowed to smoke in the apartment?
I'm only supposed to buy 1 pack a week.
Oh.
Here's a crazy
What the
thought.
fuck-
Just fucking stop smoking.
It is a crazy thought. dude.
Everybody
That's
at this
wild.
table's fucking done it except for you.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, congrats. Real proud of you.
You're out
It
of
was a
time.
big
You're
accomplishment.
going to have to really stop
Do
smoking.
you know how much I used to smoke?
Yeah.
If I can quit, you can quit.
Why are you giving me the finger? I'm proud of you.
I don't know. This is
Because
starting
you're
to be
being sarcastic.
I'm not.
You
Good
are.
job. Bigger man than me.
There you go. He admits he's not a big man.
I'm a small man.
Okay, but you can't see his face when he's saying it.
Oh, I can see it.
Like the right half of his face is smiling.
He's got.
I would think he were having
got
a
something
stroke if he
happening
weren't
there.
like talking to me.
Do y'all smell burned hair? Is that fucking eggs? What the fuck?
What? I'm having a good time.
I like eggs.
How's your left arm feeling, Avery?
No, pretty good, but my right one goes tingly sometimes.
You're having a reverse heart attack.
Oh, sweet.
AKA a body attack.
Body attack.
I'm shitting.
That's good times.
Yeah, I've been having weird like shoulder pains and like shooting arm pains in my right arm for like 2 weeks.
Probably not at all related to the double volume of packages we've had for 2 weeks now.
No, my package has been like, dude, this was a sweet week for me.
It wasn't
Like,
a bad
I'm
week.
very concerned
I had
that
2
the
bad days.
No, I'm concerned about
rest of 'em
people's perception of what time of year it is. I mean, people have had trees up for 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Like a lot of them.
Yeah.
And
Here's
it's
the crazy
More
part.
than usual.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
way
sure,
more.
like last year, the way the month fell, Thanksgiving would have been the previous week. This week, like, there's only 2 days left in November when Thanksgiving hits. It's
I
like a
think so.
late
It's something
Thanksgiving.
fucking weird, right?
Because last year, like, Thanksgiving was, like, super fucking early. And it was like, shit, we still got, like, a week to go before we get into December. And this shit's already fucking started.
Yeah. But it's like people are buying shit way earlier. They've
Yeah.
extended. I was talking about this morning. They've managed to brainwash everybody, and they've extended the buying season.
Black Friday, there's
There's a lot
pre-Black
of
Friday
stores
sales
open
November
on
1st.
Thanksgiving now.
That's
And they-
so fucking stupid.
They beat that down. Everybody was like, "Fuck that," and then they all just gave up. Now we're all just open.
Let me
And
go
then
ahead-
They
let-
pushed it back to fucking. They've taken over Halloween now.
Let me go ahead and give my yearly fucking speech. Thanksgiving is the most important holiday of the year. Every American should, if you're American, if you're Australian, I'm sure you have your own Australian Thanksgiving.
Yeah, they got their own brekkie.
Or if you're Canadian, you
brekkie
have your
over there.
own. But
Is
if
that
you're
a real thing,
American,
or are you making that up?
Ask one of them.
No,
if
I'm
you're
just-
Go ahead.
if you're American,
I mean, I just don't understand.
if you're an American, sit down on Thursday and think of some shit you're thankful for at least an hour.
Yeah.
Spend a little time realizing there's shit to be thankful for an hour.
And don't be a greedy fuck.
Then
That's
you
a
can go
long
right back to
time.
bitching on Friday.
Can I do like half an hour?
No,
You
an
can do
hour.
You can do it half an hour. I mean, fuck, just spend some time being thankful for something.
What if I'm
Instead of
twice as thankful during that half an hour?
No. It's got to be a whole hour.
stomping on people's heads fucking 20 minutes later over a VCR?
So I was.
They don't make these anymore.
So, like, routinely, like, at our station, and it just seems like it's our station, because when I worked out of Milktown, it wasn't like this. But one of the worst days of the entire fucking year, the past few years, has been Black Friday. I don't know if it's Amazon and people are ordering shit on Wednesday and Thursday, and it's coming in on, I don't know what it is.
I think it's people are just gearing up to buy stuff, so they start buying stuff before then.
Yeah.
I don't know, but routinely, like, on that day for the past 3
It's
to
bad.
5 years, I haven't got out of the office before noon.
It's bad.
It's like one of the worst days of the year.
It's hard to pinpoint a day now.
Yeah, but that day has always been, ugh,
I know, but it's
gross,
harder,
man.
It's harder to fucking pinpoint the worst day you have. Like
And
last
so-
year it was hard for me. I was like, it's been rough like a lot, and I don't.
Somebody didn't show up for work on our side last week, and so they decided they can't punish anybody because I told him you can't punish anybody because there's not a schedule. Did you tell him? No, but he should have known. Well, there's not.
We should have known, but
So they decided to put up a schedule again, and I'm looking at it, and Black Friday, both our subs were sitting at home.
Bad idea.
Why are they not scheduling anybody?
I
Our
don't know.
office is already bringing in a couple extra a day just in case.
Well,
and
our
they're doing
office-
stuff every day.
Our office
They
is kind
threw
of dumb.
Packages yesterday.
So what I did is I filled out a slip and ran to the fucking desk. I was like, sign it, sign it, sign it. Don't look at it, just sign it.
I'm off.
So I now have off Black Friday.
What an asshole.
Yeah, they use all about all-time asshole moves. That's kind of an asshole.
To be
That
fair,
is
he
not.
has paraded
know they're
it
not gonna
around the
schedule
house
anybody.
as well.
They're not going to schedule anybody.
Well, now I brought a sub in to help. I mean, my route's small. She'll be able to help when she gets done with my route.
I supposedly have to work till 3:10 on Thanksgiving, so enjoy your Black Friday off.
Why didn't you take Saturday also?
Nah, I don't want it.
Off 2 days, work a day, off
Don't
a
want
day.
Don't want it. Don't
Your
want it.
your customer's hold is
Oh, it's gonna be fucked.
it's gonna be fucked now
I know.
that you're not there.
I know. So you're not coming to Thanksgiving? You have to work
Uh,
till 3:10 p.m.
Odds are I will walk in at 6:45 and be out by 8:45.
All right, well, let's
But
hope that happens.
They're
What
telling
time do you
me-
eat? Noon? I mean,
We eat around here at like noon, yeah.
really?
Well, we
they're-
have to go to her family after.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot
But
about that.
they're telling me right now 3:10 p.m., which really pisses me off.
Well, whatever.
It sucks.
Yeah.
Beth and Nick will still be here,
Yeah.
so you can have second dinner with them.
2, 3.
Anyway, so I'm off on Black Friday.
Which he has mentioned quite a few times around the house.
Is he bringing it up?
A lot.
Seems like it's coming up more often.
He
Well,
likes
seems like
to
it's
bring it
coming
up
a lot
to us
here.
because he knows
Asshole.
all of us work.
That's the difference between
I got to be up at
Jason and
2:30 in the
Brian.
morning on
Brian
Friday.
is more of an
Everybody's
asshole,
in
but when
retail.
Jason is an
He's
asshole, he
walking
makes
around
sure
going, "Hey,
everybody knows
I'm
it.
off.
I'm like, yeah, I got to get up at 2:30 in the morning. Yay for you. I'm already tired about it.
I'm thinking about getting up with her and going and hitting some Black Friday sales, not to buy anything, but just to take a GoPro, walk around.
Just
I
to
told
be
him
in
I
the
was going to
way.
give him
I'm
a
sure there's
list.
going to be good footage.
Yeah.
I really am thinking about going to the Walmarts over here in town.
Oh, God.
You got to go to a doorbuster.
Hey,
You
look,
gotta go
man.
Oh
somewhere.
yeah, I'm gonna get up at 2:30 and go.
If you can find mini brands, please God, give me some mini brands.
What the fuck are you talking
It's
Okay,
something
well,
for
Again with
Kaylee
the
for
words.
Christmas that you can't
What?
find anywhere. It's a blind bag for Kaylee for Christmas.
What is it?
They're called mini brands. It's
A what
mini,
bag?
A blind bag.
It's
See,
min-
what
What
it's,
does that mean?
Maybe I'm having a stroke
it's
here.
mini
I just
versions
throw
of
sand
like
in their
household
eyes.
brands. It seems dumb, but she likes
Why?
making stuff out of them.
Drain opener.
Yeah, basically, like we got Edge fucking shaving cream the other day. She makes stuff out of
So
them.
is it like a real thing?
Yeah,
Or is it fake?
It's fake, but it's tiny, like dollhouse size, maybe smaller or
I
bigger
just don't-
rather.
I don't get it.
They're neat. Like she does neat things with them, but they're
you
20.
did the train thing. You get it.
No,
They're-
I mean, I don't
This is a
understand the
different
lingo.
version of
I
that.
mean, like you said the name of the thing. We didn't know what it was, and
Yeah,
the
no,
explanation
I've
was
never
more
heard of that.
confusing than the.
So
There you go.
yeah, and then you
Lined?
open it up, and there's 5 little like orange slices, and each one has something in it.
Okay.
And then like she she's made magnets out of some. She's doing stuff out of the other ones.
It's not a bag though. It's a
No,
ball.
yeah. But,
okay, well that's confusing.
but the
This
thing
mystery capsule.
is 2 of them on Amazon is $25, but one of them at Walmart is $5. So Amazon's just ripping you off, but you can't find them anywhere you
Well, that's a
fucking go.
reseller. It's not
What's the
Amazon. It's
scale?
somebody selling them on Amazon.
What?
What scale is this shit in? Dollhouse.
I don't-
Is it? How small is it?
I don't know, like a thing of shaving cream's about that tall. Like a 2-pack of shaving cream, about that tall.
That's Barbie size. That's huge.
Sounds like a.
There's not a
30.
scale because look, the Lipton tea bag is the same size as the can of Spam.
Oh, that's weird.
No, that's a box. That's a Lipton tea box. That's what it's
Oh, it
like
could
when
be
you
a
buy
box.
like the
Yeah, that
bulk
could be-
box.
Yeah, but to be fair, the Airhead is bigger than the Spam.
Is that a gallon jug of oil there? It's about the same size.
But like
as
the
Spam.
cool
That
thing
looks
is,
like
is
teriyaki soy sauce.
they have like the bunch of like the
The
minute rices
Kikkomans?
and stuff.
This is fucking retarded.
This is dumb.
She makes stuff out of it. Like
Hey, you
it's
know what?
cute.
There's a way to. There's
What-
a way.
what
to-
is- this
there's
is
a way
just
we can
called
profit
mini
off this.
brands?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a way we can profit.
I'm
off
not-
of this.
What's the name of the brand that does this though? I don't understand. This is so stupid.
Zuru?
Zuru.
Great. It's a
Of course.
Zuru, of course.
Fucking
I don't know.
Unilever
Fucking
is
Chinese.
just fucking advertising and making you pay for it at this point.
How much these things cost?
$5 in the store for 5 little things.
So it's $1 each.
Yeah,
so
pretty much.
5 of those balls or one
no,
of those
one
balls?
ball
those
that
balls.
contains 5
$5.
items in each of them.
But you get like a
So
Lego
you're paying
mystery blind
$1
bag
a
for
piece.
$2.50.
And they're not real versions of the
No.
thing. They're just a
I
toy
mean, that would piss
plastic.
me off more if they were real.
I don't know. I could appreciate eating tiny airheads.
I was thinking about the
It's not a
tiny
real
soy
product, though,
sauce.
is it?
Drop of toy sauce.
Is it a
of
real
soy-
product?
Right.
No, it's like little plastic things.
Okay, so you're not
It's
even
the
using.
perfect travel size.
Well, she
that
makes
soy
stuff
sauce
out of
is.
them. It's
No,
not
it's
like
not.
it's not like
Enough for
we're
one
just gonna
dish.
throw them in a drawer and
No, that's
forget
what I'm
about them.
saying. Like that Lipton tea, you can't actually make a drop of tea out of
Right.
this shit.
We did get one that we threw away, and it was a shopping
This
cart.
is for
that
the
you had
guy
to put
with
together
the
and-
bonsai tree after he's done pruning his
Yeah, when he's done
tea,
pruning his
he makes
tree.
a tiny cup of coffee.
Look at my giant tree. That's fucking retarded, dude. I'm not buying those.
You don't know that.
I mean, I was just throwing that out. I was
do know that.
You don't choose what you choose for all Christmas things. You don't know that it's not
And-
going to be
and
from
I'll
you.
be-
True.
I'll
How much
be
of the
honest.
Christmas shopping do you personally do?
Don't
Hers, Amy's.
There
don't-
you go.
Don't bother buying them off Amazon. Like she's cool. Like she won't be heartbroken if she doesn't get them. I'm just saying.
Okay.
If you happen.
And here's the best part: is I already know what I'm getting. For both of them, I've just got to go buy them.
A bunch of those.
No, nope. Something that each individually want, and it cost almost $200 for both of them.
That is very specific and precise.
Very nice.
I
It
just
worked
want
out
money and gift cards.
flawlessly.
I don't want
You
anything.
want money. You don't have a car.
I like to have money,
You want money.
but I don't want anything.
I want money.
What happened to the car?
Thank
Where's
you.
the Buick?
Pretty sure it's inner tie rod or ball joint.
Well, how do you know? Why would you think that?
Tire leans in slightly, won't turn.
Ooh, could be rack and pinion.
He turned it fine
Make
in
any noise?
reverse.
I turned it fine with speed in reverse.
How much speed in reverse?
Not much, like backing out of my parking spot.
Oh, okay. And then the tire leaned in.
I don't know if the tire was leaning in. I got
You
in
put
my
it
car.
back into a parking spot.
Caster, camber.
So-
what is that? Is that
So this is what I
mean,
did.
A tire shop will be able to tell you what's wrong with
lower, bottom, upper or lower? You can do ball
it. For
joints.
$50.
We can do those pretty easy. Yeah, they're pretty easy.
I'm willing to bet it's a ball joint.
Yeah, we can do those pretty easy. You could see it too. You'd be able to, like, if you looked under it, you could see if it was
Well,
broke.
we could.
Yeah,
not me.
that's what I
I'm
mean.
retarded.
Yeah, he couldn't. Okay.
That's a car. Yeah, I know that.
Either way, having it repaired is probably going to be more than your car's worth.
Having it towed to the shop is going to be more.
But we have AAA.
I have
Okay.
triple
Good
as
news
well.
is it's a big car, so you might get $200 scrap for it.
I'll go 3.
I mean, if it's ball
I'll buy
joint,
I'll give you $300 for the car.
how much is a ball joint run?
That's fair.
I don't know.
To have it put on?
Yeah.
I'd say
Nothing
probably
if you got an hour.
taking it to a tire shop. I can't put one on. I don't have the tools to do it anymore.
Let's see. Control arms. It could be an upper lower control arm. Could be broke. That's just a cast piece. Fuck, I put one of those on in
The-
20 minutes.
Because you can steer it in reverse is making me think ball joint.
It's a front wheel drive car.
Yeah, but because you can steer it in reverse, I'm thinking that's pushing the joint. It's putting
Yeah.
pressure on it in
Yeah,
a way where it can function, where when you're going forward, it pulls it out of socket
Also,
a little bit.
Also true with the control arm too.
It's possible.
Yep. Control arm lowers are kind of a pain in the ass. You
Either
get
way,
shot
it's been
on
like
off
this for like
socket.
2 weeks. I don't.
Yeah.
Nothing's happening with it, so I don't think he's in that big a hurry.
Yeah, it sucks.
He likes having his girlfriend drive him around, I reckon.
I reckon that too.
Technically, I just get in the car and drive her around, but she takes the car to me. It's like having one of those self-driving cars. You can tell it to go run Uber while you're at work.
Yeah.
She doesn't run Uber. She just goes back home and sleeps or goes to school or something.
So just like
I don't
Uber,
know
then
what
you're making the same amount of money.
You still have to be in the driver's seat of the car for those cars to drive.
Really?
Yeah.
It's lame.
You
I don't
can't
know.
just tell the car to go drive a route and it
I mean, I
does
can
that.
tell my car to go do that. I
You can
mean,
tell
and
your
I
car
go into
anything.
work and I come out and it's there like I asked it to be. So like I don't know what it did while I was gone.
You could tell
Did
it
it
to go
have
fix
money
itself.
for you?
I mean, maybe. I just don't.
In
I
the
mean,
seat.
it could have a coke habit. I don't know.
Speaking of which, did y'all see the Tesla truck? Looks like it was rendered on
Yes.
fucking Nintendo 64 with the
Everybody
graphics
laughed.
set super low.
Everybody's been.
It looks like a warthog from Halo. The
You say that, Brian, that thing is going to sell like a motherfucker.
I don't think it'll sell. Bruce.
He lost
Oh,
almost
well.
$1 billion after that.
I don't
After
think it's gonna
the
sell.
presentation?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
was a
how much
flop.
their stock dropped.
It's a flop.
I mean, you might be right. It might sell like crazy. It looks like a DeLorean's retarded fucking cousin with
It
Down
looks. It's
syndrome.
the worst thing I've ever seen. It's dumb. It's dumb as
weird.
fuck.
It my favorite part was when they were doing the bulletproof glass demonstration, and then they shattered the glass.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
They would have been better off just shooting it with a bullet.
Yeah.
They were talking about it.
Hold on, but bulletproof glass isn't shatterproof glass. It just means it'll stop a bullet, right?
Still, if you're demonstrating how strong your windows are,
You don't
and
want
you
it to
shatter it.
Yeah. I say it's ridiculous.
Oh, that's
That's not.
that's not it.
what I saw.
That's kind of
not at
the
all what I
one,
saw.
but
That's
that's an artist rendering.
yeah,
of
that's
what
something
it's
saying
supposed
this
to
is
look
what it ought to look like.
They do
No,
that- they do that a lot too.
that is not what it looks like. It looks like the DeLorean's retarded cousin.
And also,
And you don't want shatterproof glass because if you ever roll that bitch and you're trapped, you want the
need a
fireman to be able to get into the motherfucker.
that right there, Bruce.
That's it.
Fireman.
You put a mounted machine gun on that back there, you got a warthog from Halo.
Dude, I'm telling you, it just looks like my graphics card's died. It can't render it.
We're going backwards in technology. We're going backwards. That's it. Look at those points on it.
Like honestly, it looks like a
Still.
PS1 era game. Like they just threw a car model in there. It doesn't have any door handles.
It's all
Like,
polygons.
You can't see in it, so it's like just like the outside of the car has been like created and
It's, I don't know.
It's ugly.
They've been talking about it for a week before the presentation. Every day before that, Ford fell. The price of Ford kept falling and falling. It says, "Oh, Tesla's coming after Ford. Buy some Ford. You got nothing to worry
And that's
about."
not a truck. That's an SUV.
That's not it. No, where's the
You
bed?
lied to me
I know
saying
it's
that
not
was going to be a truck.
Fucking dickheads.
Assholes.
That's a stupid looking thing.
No, it is a truck. The back half of it's a bed.
Is
Doesn't
it?
look like it.
Yeah, he drove a four-wheeler up on it in the I thought you said you watched the
No,
presentation.
I didn't watch the presentation. I just watched everybody
You
make fun
fucking
of the
said you
presentation.
did.
He watched a summary of the presentation.
Asshole.
Oh, yeah, I watched the
he
summary.
drives a four-wheeler up into the back. Everything from where the back of the door back is a bed.
That's a very
truck
short bed.
How are you going to get anything in and out of it from the side?
The truck is much bigger than it looks because the frame is on the outside.
Ridiculous.
There's not a frame. The frame.
I think we found the Tesla fanboy.
I think you may have,
I'm
yeah.
okay. I mean, y'all are shitting on something you don't know anything
I'm
about.
just saying Elon
I'm shitting on
Musk
the
That's
way
is
fine.
genius.
But I'm telling
see
y'all,
it's
it's
number
gonna
one.
sell like a motherfucker.
I have eyes, and I would
Yep.
I would rather drive a fucking what was those things called, the
Aztec.
Scion Cube. I would
Pontiac
rather drive the
Aztec.
Cube than that thing, or an Aztec.
Well, don't buy one.
Oh,
Hey,
but
you know
trust
what?
me, I wasn't playing it.
You
I
don't
saw
have the money,
fucking-
buddy.
I saw
Right.
one of those cubes.
You don't know what I
today.
got.
He didn't make that truck for you, Jason.
How much did they talk? What was the price on that? Just
I don't know.
roundabout, What do you think?
Probably
I don't think they've-
100,000 at least.
No, it'll
spend
probably
100,000
It'll
on a-
probably start at like 60,
No, I think you're wrong on that.
70.
I think
They're
closer to
counting on
100.
They're probably counting on a fucking tax rebate that'll go away.
A brand new truck.
Maybe
is,
the
a
maybe
brand
the
new truck's like 50.
maybe the bigger engine ones that they release later, like they did with the Model S, because those started at 70, and then when they released the bigger battery ones later, those were closer to 100. That's probably what they'll do with this one.
Anyway, in front of the courthouse this week, as I was driving through town here in Littletown.
Our town?
Yes. Go look and see who's coming and going out there.
Yes, boss.
Probably your wife.
Wave.
Okay.
Wave. There you go. It's Memo. All right. Good boy. Good boy. Okay. Yeah, it's worth
She
it.
did not see you.
Anyway, as I was coming by there, somebody was parked on the side of the road right in front of the courthouse in a brand new Tesla with Masonic tags. and my immediate thought was, that's some shit like Harlan would do. Is it Harlan's Tesla?
No.
Oh, he doesn't have one.
I mean, I don't. Maybe.
Yeah, it was weird.
I haven't seen him in a while.
On my way here, I saw a Mercedes 300.
Is that weird?
Well, it was weird because
He thought of Harlan too.
I did think of him because there was a Masonic emblem on the rear window.
Oh, it could have been.
And there was a. He's not a veteran, is he?
Yeah.
Okay, there's a.
He went to West Point.
Iraq War veteran plate.
Oh, he's not an Iraq War veteran.
Okay.
He was like 5, if that.
Yeah, whatever. So I drove up. I was looking. I was like, oh, that's the same car. And there's some black guy with a hood up driving, looking at me like this. He's looking at, like, side-eyed me a little bit.
Was he back here? In
No,
this
he was
subdivision?
on the expressway, on the freeway when I was coming here. And I was like, that's weird. That's like, what are you looking at me like you stole the car for? I was like,
He probably thought you were a cop, and he is black.
So
you
what?
drive a cop's car.
Oh, okay.
I don't drive a cop car.
And he is black driving a car.
I've seen cops driving that car.
He's a Black Mason, Iraq War veteran. That's a stolen car.
It's very possible that he's an
I know.
Iraq.
God damn it, Brian.
I
You
know,
can't say that.
I know,
You
I
can
know.
think that, but you can't say that.
It's very
I'm
possible.
only
He's
'cause he
all of
looked
those
at-
things.
He looked at me
Yeah,
suspiciously.
it is.
I mean, it's totally possible. Yeah, well, why are you looking at me like that?
How specific was the Masonic emblem?
Oh, it was nice. It was a good one. It wasn't the regular plastic one. It was like
I mean,
one
was
made
it a
of metal.
square and compass? Or
Yeah.
So it didn't say anything about, like, a Grand Lodge of some kind?
No, it was just square and compass. It was nice, too.
I'd be willing to bet.
I mean,
it was
it's a
his car.
Benz, so
nice
I would
badge.
assume so.
Yeah, it was a nice badge.
I'd be willing to bet it was his car and Brian's is just a racist.
I'm sure it was his car. But I drove up to it. I was like, hey, that looks like a car that a guy I know
Black
has.
guy, Benz,
That
Mason,
wasn't. That's not what
vet.
did it.
No, he stole
That's not
it.
what did it at all.
He stole
when
it.
I pulled up
Those
next
are
to
all
the
good
guy,
things. That's not possible.
When I looked at him, he was all
Yeah.
hunched over. He was kind of looking at me like this.
Yeah,
I was
you're
like,
a white
fucking
guy
weird.
staring at him.
I wasn't staring at
It's
him.
2019. They're
I
fearful.
just kind of was driving.
Maybe the heat
Just kinda
wasn't
looked
working
at
and
it.
he was cold.
Yeah, the heat's
That's
not
how
working in a
that's
Benz.
how I
You-
drive
it's
when the
just
car's
he thought
cold.
you were a cop, and that's it.
It's obviously not a cop.
What's not?
Me.
There's a cop car
You
that looks
drive
Haley.
Cops drive.
an undercover cop car that looks just like yours, and it's got the lights in the dash, and it's got the
Exactly.
ones in the back window.
There
It's
are
got a
several
different
of them
grill on it.
on
It's got a
all of the
different fucking
highways around town.
Set of wheels don't look. That fucking don't look like my car.
Yes.
I'm sure he was paying attention to the set of wheels when he was worried about getting
He's black,
tased
of course
by the
he's looking at
police.
the
There
wheels.
is a very big difference on the front of your car, which anybody
There is,
who knows those cars would know the difference.
You're
but
right. You're right about
if
that.
you
Yeah, that'd
don't,
be a
it's
huge
just a new model Taurus. The grill is very different on
Yeah,
the cop
grill's
cars,
completely different.
even the undercover ones,
I'll take your word for
because
it.
they're the SHOs.
But
so,
I
so
wouldn't
they
know
have the
that.
blacked out
With no
grill.
chrome on it.
That's what I'm saying. His doesn't have the blacked out grill. His
Not
has
yet.
the horizontal grill.
I wouldn't
I would
know
like to
that.
get rid of that grill too. By the way, I'd like to have the. Other
It's
one.
not bad looking, but the blacked out one is nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
I think it's nicer.
The one unlimited was nice because it was painted.
Body color.
Yeah,
Yeah.
had the little chrome strips on it. It's kind of nice.
So, I've been thinking about doing something. I know where there's a El Camino setting
Oh, so do I.
for $2,000.
This is a good idea already. I can tell you.
The body is in excellent shape.
As long as it's not a conquistador.
It's not.
Okay.
But it's a 6-cylinder.
Or a
I'm listening.
Torino. Brian really hates Torinos
Dude,
for
I just
some
don't
reason.
like the
Did you
fucking-
see that shit on
I did.
Slack?
I saw it.
God damn, he hates
Oh.
Torinos.
It's a 6-cylinder. It's a 1981, but it's
Okay,
it's
yeah.
the same body
Yeah.
that will accept the 454 engine with the the turbo trans and
Yeah,
the
it's
411
squared off though,
ends.
right?
Little bit. It's
front
still got a
end.
little round, but I really want to go buy that car, put a 454 in it, and
396. Go 396.
paint it. I like the 454. It's loud. Put a supercharger on it,
You got room.
and then paint it matte black.
Yep.
And have mullet rod written on the doors.
You can do that.
I don't know
Haul- you
why.
can just hauling ass.
No, just mullet rod.
Mullet rod.
So your brother-in-law inspired you this week, then, is what you're saying?
I heard that he bought a 70 Nova. I
mean,
haven't
I
seen
don't-
it.
Oh,
I love.
yeah,
fucking
there's a
Novas.
No,
couple,
this is-
there's a
I've-
couple pictures on Facebook.
No, I've been talking about the mullet rod
I've
for
been following
what, 3
his-
weeks now?
Roundabouts.
Yeah.
Roundabout.
Well, he just finished the van.
Yeah.
So he needs a new project.
And
That's
that,
a good
that
idea.
thing, I mean, he did a good job on the van.
When I first met him, that's what he was driving, was that 70 Nova.
I love
Oh,
the
yeah?
Nova, man.
Yeah, so he
Those are
had one of
fucking
those.
Nice.
He had a 70 Nova, it was like
fucking
primer
really good.
gray, and
He's also got a Mustang.
I don't think he has
About
that. I think he
74,
sold
they
that,
started
didn't
doing 4 doors
He
and shit.
parked
They
it
kinda-
over at his
yeah, they
sister's
fucked
house,
it
is
up
what
a
I've
little
heard.
bit. The early 70s Novas are the shit. Nice
This
car.
has nothing to do with cars, but Australia has nothing equivalent to Thanksgiving.
Well, I feel bad for them.
Their next
I had
holiday's
a-
Christmas.
Boxing Day or something?
84 Nova.
Did you?
That was my first real car.
4 doors?
Oh, yeah. It was one of those tiny Econo box.
That's right, the shit box. I forgot
things.
about those. What kind of car was that? Really? It's like a
I don't like
It was
every
like an
every
Escort
maker had
equivalent.
one, and
Yeah.
they were all
Yeah.
the same.
It was a Toyota, wasn't it? Was that like before Geo came out?
There's not been a
Geo didn't come out till like
generation
mid-80s.
of cars where all the cars looked more identical than
Even the
early
Mustangs
80s.
that were square little.
Yeah,
shit
even the
boxes.
Mustangs look like all the other ones.
Yeah, terrible. The Mustang 2. Ooh, we just skip over that.
I wish.
Now they act like it doesn't exist. How about the
Anyway.
Bronco?
What about it?
It's coming.
It'll outrun the cops at 35 miles an hour on the LA freeway.
That's right.
The juice is loose.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't care about the new Bronco. It's stupid to me.
I don't know. I don't like the Ranger. I don't like the new one.
I kind of like the new Ranger.
It tows 7,500 pounds, which is incredible, but it's too rounded off. Yeah, it's just too rounded off. It's
I'm
too
I'm
fucking-
fine with how it looks. I feel like everybody needs to make a smaller truck again, like the old Rangers. Like nobody makes those anymore. You can't buy a lightweight truck anymore. That thing is the same size as the F-150s were 10 years ago.
Yeah, I think so.
The trucks just keep getting bigger. Is everybody's dicks getting smaller? I don't fucking get
know,
it.
man. I looked at the fucking. I got trapped in this thing, and I was looking at F-150s, and then I saw every one of them are 30 grand used, like the good ones.
yeah.
$30,000, and it's like, oh well, why wouldn't you just buy a new one? And you go look at the new one. Well, the one you want's 57, fucker. So what are you gonna do?
Yeah. Like it's the price Corvettes used to be. Like
Yeah.
what the fuck's going on with trucks in this country?
I don't know.
And all the new ones, I got to go get a step ladder to be able to get in it and not look like a dummy.
Yeah, they got one that's
What, I'm short.
80,000. Expedition is 90,000.
They sell a step.
Yeah.
$90,000 for a fucking SUV.
It's fucking insane. I don't get it. I do not get vehicle prices when it
I don't
comes to
either.
that shit.
I don't get it.
Just
It's depressing.
Yeah. All right, so it's Thanksgiving week. I'm off on Black
Hell yeah.
Friday.
I'm going to send you with a list. Don't worry.
You know what's good about the job I've got, among the 1,000 other things?
You don't have a peak season?
I don't really
You
have a
work
peak
less.
season, and I don't.
Do anything?
No, it's like if I want a day off, I'll just call Kevin and say, "Hey, Phil,
You
I
go into
slipped,"
work.
and turn it in. I'm not coming in today. He's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, fuck it." And I'll just fill one out, and give it to the boss, and he'll just pay you. Okay, good. I don't even have to do anything. I don't have to like prepare. I don't have to schedule it. I don't have to like compete with anybody for the day off. I don't have to do none of that.
Well, I mean, if you take a whole week off, you probably need to clear it with your boss beforehand.
Well, you just tell him I'm taking
Who
off.
is your boss?
Doug?
So it's just a random supervisor at each station, or the station manager?
You report to whoever. I mean, they can all ask you to do things, but it's like you
feel
just
like
go
you
to a
Okay,
supervisor
but
and say, "Hey, man,
who?
you know, Doug, I'll just go to the one I like the best."
I feel like you have somebody who's technically
Who makes your
boss.
schedule?
Don't know nobody makes a schedule.
Okay, but y'all are on the schedule though.
Liz makes
There's somebody who hits the
equalizes
print
our
button.
overtime and does all the, but she doesn't do any of that because she doesn't do anything. She's never at work, so.
Who is she's the station manager?
No, Liz is the
No.
one that works in.
She's the one in
plant
charge of
down there,
bidding too. It's
in
ridiculous.
charge of bidding, and is in charge of our overtime list, which we make our own overtime up. We don't clear that with anybody. We just do whatever we want.
We have a much
we'll
more
tell Doug, hey,
loose
we're
and
going to
relaxed
Middletown.
thing.
Just charge those hours we worked in Middletown. He'll say, okay. Whoops.
I feel like
Should have said.
I wasn't gonna say anything until
Whoops.
after the second time he said
Huh?
it.
Whoops.
I feel like if
self-awareness
they're
there.
looking for some fat to cut, I know a
Should
craft.
be Liz
Well,
because she's not
yeah,
doing
I
a
mean,
fucking
unless
thing.
you count management. management
I
is,
was gonna, well, then let's
management's
start
like
there.
all of the fat in the whole
Look, if you're
place.
talking about cutting out cancer, let's go for the cancer. Don't cut the arms off the patient. Okay, don't cut the arms
We
off.
don't cut out the cancer, only the fat. We
need
leave the
fat.
cancer.
We need the
Just
fat.
trim
you
the
gotta,
fat,
You
Brian.
gotta have the fat to battle the cancer. Let's get rid of the main
Muscle
problem
and
first,
cancer,
and
that's
then we'll
our
see how it
enterprise.
goes. Takes all of us.
My
One
favorite
of
is
the
when
most
they got rid of.
important personnel in the whole organization.
My favorite is when they got rid of the guys who worked on the machines in the lobby. So if it was closed, you had the machine you could go to get what you needed to send stuff out. They did away with those.
Have you seen the new ones?
I heard the issue is the company that made the replacement parts for those went out of business like 5 years ago, and we have no way of getting parts for them anymore.
Oh, so
Have
that's
y'all
why
seen
we're.
the new kiosk? You've all seen the new?
No, I haven't seen that.
We got one out there, self-service kiosk. Pretty nice. There's one at the main too.
So, there goes
24/7.
There goes clerk jobs.
Yep, clerks hate them. You
Well,
can weigh
yeah.
a package on there.
Well, yeah.
It spits that thing out. Put a letter on there. You buy stamp.
And we've all seen people weigh one package, it gets the postage, and then they put it on another package.
I think smarter than that though. It won't allow that. But they break down a lot. Runs out of a lot of supplies.
It's like when I go to Taco
People are
Bell
using it
now,
all night. It's
I
like-
can order on a screen instead of having to talk to a teenager.
Those screens are covered with fecal matter. Do you know that?
Everything's covered in fecal
Dude,
matter.
it's a Taco Bell. I'm not gonna touch a fucking touch
Well,
screen.
don't touch it. Yeah, I wouldn't touch it. They did a thing on the kiosk at the McDonald's. It's an astounding
The one at Taco
astounding
Bell's
amount of
nice.
fecal matter on the screen.
The one at Taco Bell's
Fecal
nice,
matter
but
on
it,
everything,
I mean,
In
like
McDonald's,
every
yeah.
surface of this room
I
is
wonder
covered
how,
in
though.
fecal
I
matter.
can take
and we're
a-
not even
Especially that chair.
I've sat in this naked.
See?
and that's how.
Can we burn the chair?
No,
Who sits on flat screens naked?
Or some shit. Yeah, I mean, how do
They
you get
touch
shit
their
on your
hands,
fucking...
and then other people's hands touch the screen.
yeah, my hands almost always on my balls when I'm at home.
That's okay. Not on your asshole.
Yeah, that's how you do it, Jace.
They're right next to each other, Brian. Your
Well,
balls
no,
have
but
fecal
that-
matter
that-
on them right
no, they
now.
don't.
The underside.
They absolutely
Gotta
do.
keep 'em
Do you guys wipe
separated.
back to front or
Absolutely
front to
do.
back?
Whatever.
Around the world.
Just dab it with a cotton ball.
Through.
After the third or fourth time, you just dab it off. You don't really wipe; it's too raw.
I take like 40 sheets of toilet paper and do the old floss maneuver.
Somebody, do you work at my office? Because somebody's been using them gaskets and that brown fucking toilet paper.
Well, yeah.
As toilet paper, I mean,
That's
the
what
hand
it's for.
towels.
Yeah.
They started putting water in cans in our bathrooms.
In the summertime.
What?
What?
Hey, no,
Water?
what? You're
Okay.
glowing.
Thing.
What?
Is this like the three seashells?
So Somali folks, I don't know if it's all Somalis or Muslims, but Somali folks in our warehouse don't wipe their ass.
Yeah.
They would take a water bottle and stab a hole in it and squirt it in their ass.
Like a homemade.
Duvet.
That's what the French will do
Bidet.
for
Bidet.
colonizing your
Bidet.
country. They
But,
fuck you up.
But they got pissed because there'd be shit bottles laying around, like every bathroom. Like the cleaners would go in, clean it up, and like 30 minutes later,
Now
there's
that
a
is a
shit
place
bottle.
you don't want to clean the toilets. in.
No.
I've got a. I've
Where the
seen it.
carpets I hear.
No, I'm not cleaning any of that. I don't clean carpets. Fuck that.
But yeah, they gave them watering cans so they'd stop using the shit bottles.
Shit bottle.
How does that work though?
It's like a watering can
Stand
from
on your head.
Walmart where they cut
Stand on your
the
head,
the
pour
spout off. No shit.
Sprinkle water on your asshole.
They cut the spout off so it's not like I don't know what you call it, but like
It's
a
not
shower
raining.
head. Yeah, it's just and then like they'll take them in,
Wow.
they'll sit them there, they'll poop, talk loudly on the phone, and then bend over and just wash their ass. in the
Wouldn't it
toilet.
just be easier to put like aftermarket bidets on all the toilets?
It would be easier if they would just learn to wipe their ass.
Well, yeah, of course.
I mean,
It's asking too much, Brian.
Why this complicated maneuver?
I mean,
of
I feel like
water?
aftermarket
It's a
aftermarket
luxury where they
bidets
come
are
from.
like.
Well, it's no problem
$20
here though. It's fine. We got plenty. Use it. You know, it's fine.
I think I'm just gonna buy a bidet.
Dubai.
Bidet.
You
I'm gonna buy a
probably have a
duvet.
duvet.
I have a duvet cover. You gotta get a
I
duvet.
feel like you're not allowed to have a bidet.
Get a douche.
Why not?
You'll break it.
That's possible.
I've seen it happen.
Yeah,
I
don't
did
be ever
break- I
drinking
did
out.
break
Seen him
one in-
break a bidet?
A fancy
Yes.
hotel room we had one time had one. Like it had the separate toilet, like
Yeah,
like the
separate
separate
ones,
one. And so I was like flipping all the levers at
Yeah,
once to
first
see what
thing
it
he
did,
touches in the room.
Broken.
like to figure out how it works and
Well, I
how
thought
to
you meant you
adjust.
broke it like with your asshole.
Yeah, I thought
No!
that's what I was hoping.
No.
That's what I thought was gonna happen.
So apparently I hit
Camera
the
off the
right
wall.
combo of levers where it broke something inside of it and water stopped coming out of it, and I couldn't get water to come back out of it again.
Yeah, he broke it.
And I was like,
Broke.
we're gonna just pretend like we didn't use this. Put all the levers back where they were and
You're
walked out.
literally like a 5-year-old kid sometimes.
You know what? When there's a bidet around, I always think about my little cousins. They were like 8 and 9. We were on vacation. And they had this huge condo and all. We all stayed in, and everybody was looking. Wow, look at this! Look at this! There was bunk beds. Wow, look at this! And those kids are running around, and we go into the
That's
bathroom.
pretty much what I was like
It's
when I went
this
in that
huge-
bathroom.
This huge fucking bathroom in there. A shower. There was a bidet, and there's these 2 kids going, "Look, there's a water fountain in here," and they're fucking playing with the bidet, and there's water coming out of it, and they're like, "Don't drink that." I always think about that. These 2 assholes.
You know that bidet probably had fecal matter on it, Brian.
I imagine it probably did.
This bathroom was like the size of this studio. It had heated tiled floors.
Big shit house.
There was like this huge fancy sink.
A
There
broken
was-
bidet.
Well, it wasn't broken at first.
It's broken now.
It was
Probably still
functioning
broken.
until I hit
Bidet
the
to
right
you,
combo.
Brian.
And bidet to you as well.
It was very
I
fancy.
said bidet.
There was a knob that made it go front and back. There was another knob that made it go side to side.
Oh my
It was like
God.
hydraulics on a fucking Mexican's car. It was
How
awesome.
did you figure that out, like side to side?
I don't know.
Bitches on bitches. They can't clean your asshole. What are you fucking doing?
Well, I'm thinking,
breaking things.
Did it
that way you
vibrate?
could aim it directly at your dark hole.
I guess. It seems too. It just seems like, look, by
Is
the
there,
time you
well,
figure
hold on,
all
was there
that
a
out,
camera down there too so you could see, or you
I
just
don't
had to
know.
do it by feel?
I think
I
it's
guess you had to
It's
do
an
it by
app
feel.
on your phone.
an
I
app.
didn't. I mean, I didn't.
It's called the
set-
ass app.
I didn't actually try to clean my butt with it. I was just trying it out.
We're
That's a good
hoping there's
idea.
not a camera, or else they know who broke it.
How about this? How about a bidet operated by your phone?
I feel like
Just
the
use- have
Japanese have this.
like a cartoon asshole on there, and you can
They
just
have
like
smart toilets that
right
talk
there,
to you or
put it off to
something.
the side. You can just wherever you put your finger on the app.
Toilet, tell
screen,
me a
it'll-
joke.
No, like
Alexa,
they,
wash
they,
my
they
ass.
sense your poop and they tell you like you need to eat more of this.
Yeah, that would be bad.
It's
You know,
not
a lot of
enough
advice.
fiber.
lip
Well, you know
coming out of
German
it.
toilets have that shelf, right? You ever
Yeah.
seen a German toilet?
Is that where you lay a hot one so you can pick it up and smear it all over your lover?
Well, no. It's like so. There's a
Fucking
shelf.
psychos.
There's a
They
shelf.
do that directly, Brian. What they need
Yeah.
a
It's in my
shelf for
chest.
that for? They
No.
have fecal matter
They're
on
weird. They're very orderly
everything.
people.
No, there's a shelf so you can inspect your droppings, and then when you flush it, it dumps that shelf and rinse that shelf into the bowl, and then flushes it on down.
Yeah, sometimes my dog
Huh.
does that. When he takes a shit, he sniffs it. He's
Think
very,
it's the same thing?
and then like he walks off. He's like never fucked with it. He's never rubbed it on his girlfriend or anything.
Yeah, German
But he'll
Shepherd?
shit. He'll
Yeah,
sniff.
that's ingrained in
And
us.
and
People
he'll
do
walk
that
away and
too.
like kick.
He's like,
kicking
yeah,
up.
that's mine.
It's a
That's mine,
basic
motherfucker.
health thing. Monkeys look at their shit to make sure it's not green or whatever. Y'all can look at me with those fucking faces, but you know I'm right.
I inspect my shit
When it
occasionally.
comes
blind,
to
huh?
bidet apps, there is a bidet finder app,
no
so
good.
you can find bidets
That's
near
neat.
you.
So get coding here,
I
buddy.
would not want to use a public bathroom bidet though,
Who the
ever.
fuck would ever use that?
I'm gonna buy one for our toilet. I'm gonna buy one of those aftermarket ones that just slides right under the toilet seat and just.
I don't know if I would trust an aftermarket.
It's okay, it'll be broke after a day, just like the first one. Don't have to
That's
worry
right,
about it.
Never worry about it again.
Yeah.
Put it in 5 minutes.
I mean, it makes sense. Like, let's stop and think about it. If you got some dog shit on your arm, you're not gonna wipe it off with paper and say we're good. No, you're gonna go wipe it off with paper and then wash your fucking arm.
Why not just keep a tiny hose with your
Ooh,
toilet?
that's a good idea.
Garden hose?
Yeah, let's
Like,
do
I mean,
that.
Put your
smaller.
thumb
Just
over
shit
here,
out
turn it
back
on.
and spray your ass. With
Put
it.
your
Turn the water
thumb.
on!
Put your
Put your
thumb over
it to get that pressure.
Yeah.
Have
Makes
one of those
sense.
nozzles that
do that.
focuses the beam, so you're shooting like a little jet of water.
Yeah.
Those rubber, those
Clean
little,
all the way up
Get
your
smarter every
intestines.
day.
those little plastic caps that you use to fill up water balloons. Get one of those put on there.
What?
There you go.
Yeah,
Like
water
the
balloons.
Yeah.
It
yeah, I know what
screws
you're
on the
talking
end
about.
of a hose. It's like a.
I've bought them for
funnel.
Calvin
Little
before.
nozzle.
They
Yeah, you
fill
fill up a
up,
bunch of
and
them at
then
one
you go
time.
like that, and
You
like
can put
it's
that-
a bucket of balloons.
You can put that right in your asshole and turn it on. That'll do it.
I think that's called a colonic. A high colonic.
I don't know.
I thought that was an enema.
It has to
It
go in to be
is,
an
but
enema.
there's one that like where they
inside,
shoot
you
water
put
up
it
your
in.
ass
You
and
said
suck
in
it
your
back out.
butthole. That
No,
Oh,
there's
add
one
it.
where they shoot water up your ass and then suck it back out. Like
Now, what
people
is
in
that?
like LA do it. I think it's called a high colonic.
Colonic. Yeah, I think that might be one. Because they transplant that when you need the good bacteria when you're going to die. You know, when
That's
people
what a
get that-
colonic is. Is
take,
when they put stuff
take shit water out of
into your
somebody's
butt.
ass and then they inject it into yours.
An enema is
Good
just
luck
when
spelling
you
that.
rinse it out. Enema is ENEMA.
No, I'm
That's
looking
a
up
lot.
high
That's
colonic.
douching.
DOLON.
Let's talk about enemas and douching for the next 3 minutes so we can wrap this up.
High colonic.
Low
Colon
colonic.
cleansing encompasses a number of alternative medical therapies claimed to remove I can't say that word.
Suspicious
Toxins.
or
Not
suspicious?
toxins. It's your first cue.
Specific toxins from the colon and intestinal tract by removing accumulation of feces. And colon cleanses
Some
may be
toxins in the colon.
branded by colon hydrotherapy or.
You're just
colonic
under colon
irrigation.
cleansing. You're not
That's all
under.
bullshit.
Yeah. I
Colon
looked up high
cleansing.
colonic. That was the first. What's a high colonic? Let's look at this.
You're moving the entire thing, Ave.
Please
Sit up.
stop.
I'm sorry.
Irrigation consists of flushing large amounts of fluids through a tube and into the large bowel. That's a high colonic.
Why though? Why coffee?
So they go
enemas,
through
why?
the tube into the bowel.
And then they suck it back out.
Wow. It comes out on its own, right?
No, they suck it back out because it's a large amount of water.
Squishing out your asshole?
Large,
Why
yeah,
wouldn't you
they're
just
flushing it.
poop it out? Why do they need to suck it out? Like
Because
your
it's a large amount of water. I
Okay,
think
but
they're
your
very
intestines are made to push shit out of.
Let me go
that's
back to
literally
Google.
their purpose.
Your colon does that work
This
by
is-
itself. It doesn't need.
I don't.
Well,
like-
here,
I
how
don't
about we
care
just have
about
a
that.
homework assignment, and Bruce can try this out, and Brian can try this out, and
Bruce
they
ain't
can
putting
report back.
Shit in his butt. Well, I mean, maybe literally.
25 gallons of fluid.
But I can't stop it.
The fuck?
Is the average they use.
That's the dumbest.
They
thing.
say
Recycle
fluid.
in and out?
What?
Can they use soda?
And they
It's
also,
coffee.
like, doctors also say, don't do this. It's bad for you.
It's terrible.
Yeah, I don't like. People aren't made to work that way. That's
No,
a
it's fine.
recent thing. Is
Our body's fine. It's figured
this
it out.
shit?
Basically, they don't stop until it's coming out your fucking ears. They're like, all right, we got it.
What are you going in after, though?
If you
That
think
sounds
about it, if
awful.
you think about it, though, like, you're, like, people
Just
all
eat
have
some fiber,
You
and
need
your
that,
body
though.
will push it all out anyway.
Like whatever it is that they're getting out of their assholes, you need that stuff in there.
Also
All
that.
that mucous membranes and shit you're blasting out there, you need all that shit in there.
All right, you know,
Fuck.
we've hit a shit end here. Let's just.
I know, we have. All right, it's a dead end.
We've been climbing a shit rope all day into a shit pit.
I thought of that
Why
the
would
other
you
day.
climb
The
a
shit
rope,
rope.
up into a pit?
I was like, what is a shit rope? Is it some kind of shitty rope? A shit rope is a rope covered with shit the criminals try to hang on to.
It's true.
Shit ropes.
This doesn't seem like the right song.
This is Early by DJ Quads.
Nope, it's Near
DJ
by
Shit
DJ
Rope.
Quads.
Why are you so hung up on DJ Quads?
Shit bird.
Dude, I don't
'Cause
know.
this
I
shit's
downloaded
free.
all of them from this fucking website.
DJ
If
Quad.
you would like to find the fucking copyright-free music, feel fucking free. I'm tired of spending all of my time on this shit, and then you motherfuckers being like, bitching about the fucking shit. That was the wrong song. You were right. I forgot to hit the button. This is the right song.
Merry
So
Christmas,
I feel like an
everybody.
asshole now.
We got Thanksgiving coming up. Have a good week, Thanksgiving week, and have a happy Black Friday. Jason's gonna have a happy one, as you may have heard. Maybe you've heard that he's off.
I am.
this year.
Hey guys, I'm off on Black Friday.
He's
So,
getting a list.
Yeah.
I'm
He's
not
gonna-
going anywhere.
He's going shopping.
If you want me to do some
Getting him a
internet
list.
shopping for you on Black Friday, I might be able to get around to that.
He's not gonna get up until noon, so
That's not. I wish that could happen. That's not gonna happen. I'll be up before
I was
6.
gonna say he's not even gonna have to set an alarm to wake up
No.
to
I
get
know.
to the Black Friday deals.
yeah, great. I'm just waking up. Let's go.
All right,
Fuck that. Go to
Morning.
Kmart.
time to shop.
Check out the website at ElDoradoStudio.net. Support us.
Be thinking of how you're gonna give for the 200th episode.
Keep that in your mind about the 200th episode. We're trying to make it a
200
theme. 200.
200 down.
200 dimes is a suggested
It's a good one.
contribution. Well, it's a good one.
New Year's
work that
Eve,
up.
more than likely 3 to 9.
Now it's getting longer. 3 to 9 now.
3 to 9.
You wanted 3 to 5.
Is it 3 to
So
5?
I've moved it
3
up
to
to
9.
6 to 9.
I agreed to 2 hours of New Year's Eve.
Well, you're gonna be late, so it'll probably be about 2 hours.
Oh, we'll work that out. Yeah, we're gonna have to work.
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
We'll figure it out.
But New Year's Eve.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Plan on that.
Plan on it.
We'll tell you when.
Work safe. See you next week.
Hit it.
Hit it.
Hit it.